today, D&D tomorrow. Someone ass getting whooped. Someone asked me not. Rose. Hi, Rose. How are you? I'll tell the folks that I'll tell the fellas you also said hi. I'm tired. You? I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm here. Shit. Wait, hold on. I gotta grab my hat. Get my glasses. Rose said hi, gentlemen. They all said hi. You can't hear it from the screen because I never changed it. But they all said hi. Rose, not to blow up your spot and things of that nature. But your Thanksgiving pictures were cute, and I mean the whole scope of them. the ones that I was publicly seen and weren't publicly seen. How y'all doing? Y'all eat and drink water. I did eat. I did drink water. I can't speak about the rest of these niggas, but they better have.
That counts for everything.
Hero said he had a bowl of cereal and some water this far, and Veli said he ate.
I just finished eating and drinking water.
It has spaghetti.
And even if I didn't, you wasn't going. Not you, Fresh. Fresh, you asked. I had to clarify that. Not Fresh, but the person that asked, you ain't gonna find me or catch me. Fresh can find
You
me.
must not know who Rose is. You must not know who Rose is, bro.
I'm about to eat spaghetti.
I know what branch she worked with. So trust me, I got upper hand.
She said, "Who won't?" Hey, that is a
That's a UN hero.
Indeed, with that color type of human. She said, "You want to bet?" Granted, Rose, hands up, and things of that nature. I didn't know that was the type of movement you did in terms of your dating life. But hey, I'm not mad about it. I was just like, oh, interesting. Now I handle everyone's personal information. Oh, he forgot I was a cop. Hey, that's not my business. Keep me out of it.
Once again, you can like I said, you got to kick still.
I like a little bit of everything, not gonna lie. Makes sense. Hey, as long as you happy, Rose, I'm happy for you. As long as he don't fuck it up, we don't gotta fuck him up. Hold on. If niggas are saying stuff, I can't relay no messages because I have my headphones on. Ugh. But you know, I don't have any other encouraging words for you, Rose. Fucking hat. There we go.
We love you, Rose. That's it.
Indeed.
Yeah. That more, nothing less.
Man, a few words.
I'm not. I'm toxic.
Man of random words and random phrases.
Man, a few words. The few words hold weight, but it's not a lot of words.
Is niggas ready or niggas still need a moment? Well, I chop up.
I'm waiting for y'all.
Is that hey what?
I didn't have my hat and glasses on. You know, if I don't have that on, people not gonna know who I am for real.
I'm standing on the side of the court ready for jump ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for jump ball.
Who I am for? Okay, Perry.
Hey.
Fuck out here,
How many times you see me wear a hat glasses combo? Ain't too many evidential proof. My point exactly. Rose said, "Love y'all too," and W Perry. So I'm just saying, hey, if niggas one of these days I come on stream, no hat, no glasses. One of them could be missing.
It's just if you do that, expect a phone call. Cause I gotta check on your mental state.
Like I said, one of them
Damn,
could be missing, but
he
if
can't
both,
wear the hat and
but
glasses
both
at
is
one
missing.
time.
Really, I mean, I've been on
If he
stream.
get on stream, no hat, no glasses, I'm gonna have to check on my boy.
Thomas says
What if
meow,
he?
meow back.
When motherfuckers start doing drastically different shit, you gotta check on him.
What if we got a fresh retwist that day? You know what I'm saying?
Then he gonna have to tell me that when I call him.
But
Wow.
even when I have a retwist, I still wear my glasses.
See what I'm saying?
It's either I wear the glasses, no hat, or I wear the hat, no glasses, or I do both. So it varies.
No
But
hat,
if
no
I
glasses. Yeah, call it.
but if I don't do at least one of the three, yeah, so yeah, something ain't adding up. I'm not the real me. This is doppelganger.
Me, I can
All right, well, I ain't gonna be the liable nigga on that. I'm like, hey man, bro, you probably mixing it up, man. So that's how I am. If I dress change shit, that don't mean I'm going through shit. That means I'm just doing some shit. So
I mean, I don't wear anything when I go to work and shit like that. But on stream, I wear like one of the two. That's just me. Oh, Christmas is coming up, which means more money needs to be spent, which I don't feel like doing.
too late for me. I already spent the money.
I just want a significant other for Christmas. That's all. I don't want too much. Bailey,
I just want someone's on here to pay my bills
Kyrie.
for this time being.
No, we're gonna talk about I don't want too much and then shoot for the stars like that.
Who, me? Hey,
That's you.
I finished my Christmas shopping, I think. AEW finished Christmas shopping.
It's more like asking for the stars, but it's not shooting,
That's shooting for that. Let's lit guard. All right, bro. I'm the wrong nigga to challenge with the English language. You know this by now.
I bought him some Avatar Magic the Gathering card bundles.
Shit, I'm not allowed to. I'm not
Does
allowed to see Amazon anymore.
Does your significant partner Rose, does he play Yu-Gi-Oh? If so, we be playing Yu-Gi-Oh Sunday. So that nigga to pull up with a deck. If he only plays Magic the Gathering, we're not the crowd for him. Cause one, I don't know it, but I'll get into it eventually. Maybe once I move again.
I got a slight understanding of Magic. Very, very slight. Me calling it a slight understanding is really me being nice to myself.
I know it's like a 60 card deck. Yeah, you get like a forest field environment cards. Yeah, you get some mana. Yeah, you play some other cards, and they do like 17 different other effects and all this other. Yeah, it's a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Only reason why I get into it is either get the Final Fantasy cards or get the Transformer cards. I'm not that picky. I don't think he does, but I'll tell him to get into it. I'm teaching him Spade soon. Oh, you trying to make that nigga black? All right.
Hey, invite me with a spade time. You know what I'm saying? I love good spades.
All right, let's get into it. Yes, sir. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the good old Hazy Flame Podcast, Hazy Cast for short. This is episode 55. Yes, sir. 55 episodes in. Surprisingly, we made it this far. And it is I, the good old host, So Fresh Prince, as well as the other Kages with me, of the good old Smoke Village. You know, I don't know the exact order when everybody became a Kage, but hey, guess what? It happened. It be like that sometimes. Starting off with the good old random hero.
What's poppin'? Random hero, you know what I'm saying? Smoke Village, Secret Squirrel. I'm undercover right now at a golfing event, spying on some people, so I gotta stay recluse, you know what I'm saying? Get some intel information. And also shout out to Kimbe Mutombo, episode 55 of the pod. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I'm a Mutombo. Long to go.
Indeed. Next on the listing, we got good old Drop. He's at the Cole Harmer of the group.
You feel me? The Kage up the stacks with no stacks. But I'm here. What's good?
Shout out to the next on the lineup. It's the good old Freak. He's probably like the third old Kage, but hopefully, he does a better job looking after orphans.
Know what I'm saying?
I'll put you as the fourth. You give me like the fourth Hokage vibes.
If he's the third Hokage, I'm not leaving my daughter with him. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, but all right.
I'm just saying, I need my daughter to have more than some spoiled milk and ramen in her house. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I'm the type of nigga that put in more work as a Kage than the other niggas. So you know what I'm saying? I don't think third did enough. So I ain't taking third. Third ain't doing enough.
Give that man a second.
Third ain't doing
second. He put in work.
He ain't doing enough.
You don't think he did it? Multiple wars wasn't enough?
Is that what days?
He definitely was in his wars.
Bro.
I'm saying, I just thought that when you think about what other Kages have done, I don't think he did enough. Especially for how long he was alive. I don't think he did enough. I don't think he did enough.
That is insane.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
Insane. Right.
Kakashi combined. What are we talking about? We did more than Kakashi and Minato. Come on, bro. Don't do third.
Kakashi was the Hokage in the time of peace. All right, relax.
He did more than Minato still.
I think doing more than Minato is debatable. Being honest, I think that's
Minato
debatable.
saved the village from the What are we talking about? The village wouldn't exist without Minato.
Talk about this later. I want to talk. We can talk about this later because I was like, give me all these feats. Give me all these feats.
Moving on though. Next we got Mal the Dad. I see you like the Kakashi. You like the sick. Wait, yeah.
No, hold on. I'm finishing my intro.
Oh, my fault.
I got interrupted. But
your intro was done.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your favorite ice captain slick freak, you know what I'm saying? AKA Snow Wolf freak, AKA, you know what I'm saying? The dark dude, you know what I'm saying?
Next we got Mal the Dad. I see Mal like what, the fifth? Yeah. You give me fifth five.
Tsunade.
I mean, Tsunade not a bad choice, but she ain't the best choice neither.
Minato did more than the third. She did too.
According to this shit.
She ain't gambled the village away, and she has a horrible gambling addiction.
Gambling addiction.
You don't.
That's debatable. Gotcha game.
I'm about to say that.
Gotcha game.
I'm about to say, do you remember you was about to spend 60 just to try to get Shigaraki the other day? You didn't even play My Hero like that. I think that's definitely kind of gambling.
I've been playing My Hero a lot more. All right, man.
Yeah, you most definitely fit the mold of the fifth.
Yeah, I definitely was out here doing prize picks and shit too a few months back.
Yeah. I was gonna say it. I was gonna say it. I was gonna keep that.
Yeah, I'll take fifth. I'll take fifth. I'll take that. Yeah. You feel me? Mal the Dad used to be Mal the Kid, but then I had a kid, so now I'm Mal the Dad. What's good, yeah? That's the intro. I told Drop the other day, if somebody raids me when I'm streaming and shit, that's exactly how I'm gonna introduce myself.
And last but not least, we got everybody's favorite Bipper and the first Bipper of all Bippers, Bippologists, all that good stuff. I say the equivalent of the first Hokage, because technically you started the whole Discord, so technically that's how we're here.
Professor Bippalot.
You feel me? First Hokage of the Smoke Village, founder of the Smoke Village, you feel me? First ever Bip Kage, you dig? So the biggest fucking bipper to ever exist. Ain't nobody ever bipped the way I bip, and nobody ever will. Like, unless I teach courses on this shit, y'all gonna have to pay me. We're the bro.
To clarify everybody, I'm the random Hokage of the Smoke.
I say Hero's probably like the third. Maybe eighth. Maybe like
Hero
he's
is
type.
the second Hokage.
So who the hell am I? Hollow nigga?
Shit, your girl should be the third since y'all advocating for third Hokage so much. No, say go ahead and be third.
Hey, I'll be the third. Hey, that means
I advocating so much.
Hey,
I'm saying y'all advocating so strongly, niggas tripping. Go ahead and be the third.
I'm not tripping on being the third. No, the nigga was working them.
Exactly. You the seventh Hokage. You Naruto. You the chosen one. You feel me?
Fuck on. I'm the nigga who gotta do everything around this bitch. That's the nigga who I am. I'm a fucking advisor.
So you Shikamaru. He's eighth Hokage. You good?
That makes sense.
I'll take it. It is what it is. Yeah, cool. Good old podcast moves. Yes, you feel me? Yes, sir. As we kick things off, ninja hand signs. Pass the rest over to the good old freak with the anime news featuring Hero, with any video game news or others.
I'm sorry. What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? So I got
Just
okay,
let
yeah,
him
I
out.
got it. As I catch the bitch. I don't know what sport we in, but fuck it, nigga. Fuck it. If you pass that bitch off me, fuck it, nigga. Nigga, we back to soccer with it. You know what I'm saying? Pass it over to me. You know what I'm saying? Signature. Wait, did the screen freeze? There a little ice on it. Bicycle kick, bitch. We coming in with that anime news. All right.
On the bicycle kick.
Random ass animal.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Joe Tomate. There you go. All right, so for starters, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to this, because I was very surprised to see this 2 days ago. Very surprised to see this. World Trigger anime reboot project officially announced. More details follow on December 20th. But for all the people that ain't seen World Trigger, there ain't a lot of blood, gore, and all that. But when I say it's such an enjoyable watch, hey, go blame yourself. And that's one of them.
You said they're rebooting the series.
What?
What'd you say about World Trigger? That they
anime reboot project announced.
I would never want to reboot the shit I want to reboot. They care about every other anime fan.
Why can't we get a Hitman Reborn reboot, huh?
Not gonna happen.
Why can't we get that? Huh? Why can't we get a Tokyo Ghoul reboot? Huh? Why can't we get that? You feel me? Road Trigger's not even done. It's not even done. The animation looked beautiful last season. What are we doing? Why are we rebooting it?
It's a good question. I thought that when they say rebooted, they were just going, they were starting it back up and going to continue from where they left off, kind of like a new thing, but it's still like kind of like a World Trigger 2-ish type thing. Kind of thought that's the vibe they're going, but they actually, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually not sure. We'll see on December 20th at Jump Festival. You know what I'm saying? When we get more information about it. What else we had on here? Shout out to all the anime that's been going crazy this week. Specifically, Gotcha Akuda, episode 21, that got the best animator that worked on My Heroes scenes, otherwise known as the Cube guy. You know what I'm saying? Worked on people saying this might be one of the best animes episodes of the year for Gotcha Akuda. Saying One Piece with its crazy debut. You know what I'm saying? This past episode, I ain't gonna go into too much, boy. I'm talking about crazy. Ooh, boy, them two anime episodes this week. If you ain't watched them, go watch them. Some other news, you know what I'm saying? From the author of SAO and Sword Art Online, Demon's Crest anime confirmed. And let's
Pull off that. I don't want no parts of nothing that motherfucker right.
I feel I don't know how to feel about this specifically from the visuals and stuff that I've seen from it, but I'm like, you know, apparently it's a fantasy action game about a group of teenagers who are testing a new VR game, but when they log out, the game suddenly fuses. Wait, what?
As he rewriting the same story.
But low key, I was like, wait a minute.
Lazy motherfucker out of here.
Does it fuse with like them, or does it fuse with like the real world? Like
It says the game suddenly fuses with reality. So I don't know. It seemed like it's the same thing, but a spin on it. I don't know.
You ever see what is it? Good Night World?
I know of it.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me.
It'd be a real fucked up situation. Be like, all right, guys, great monster.
It would be a real fucked up situation.
Great monster, great monster hunting today. Hey, Velly, catch you tomorrow game. We gonna hunt up the Chris. Go to sleep, wake up. That nigga right outside my window. What was all that you saying, buddy? Whole Rathalos just flying in the sky.
Hey, at least I hope the way they do it, you wake up and that monster right outside your window and your weapon is also right by your closet. I hope that.
I'm still gonna die. I'm not a monster hunter.
I'm about to say if they're doing this kind of like, I don't know.
It sounds like
kind of like a reverse, kind of like almost like a reverse Gate-ish type situation. How they was bringing a lot of real world stuff
into a fantasy world.
There was real world stuff in that world, fantasy stuff in our world. Like if they're doing something along those lines, I don't think it'll be too bad. But I don't know. I feel like it's too much of almost like a reskin of SOH. I don't know.
He's a bad writer.
He could have been a great writer, but then he wrote the second half of SAO and just
Go
kept
ahead
it
and
going.
go write hentai. That's what he wants to write. Go write fantasy hentai. That's his shit.
If you're talking about PR, so, Sunny and Bad Robot are teaming up for a co-op shooter, and the lead on it is Mike Booth. Yeah.
Your mic is cooking you here. I ain't hear nothing you just said.
Ah, goddamn. For real.
Hey, I'm here for you, brother.
Suplex,
I wasn't gonna let
powerbomb,
you.
nigga. To the combo.
I wasn't gonna let you go through that, bro. I wasn't gonna let you look like that in front of these white people. I got you, my boy.
How do I sound now? How do I
Sound the same way, my boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
God damn.
I don't know if it's just the area you in or maybe you far from your phone.
Oh yeah, I don't know what it is, bro.
Just skip over it, to the side.
You remember that A Boogie video when he was underwater the whole time?
I'm drowning. I'm drowning.
Bust down.
Ah, that's why, bro.
Oh, there you go.
What about now?
You sound better.
Oh, he's
A lot
back.
better.
There he is.
All right, cool. Bet. So
might go
my other
shots out
shit
the
connected.
bounce.
So what I had said was that Sony and Bad Robot is teaming up for a four-person
I heard
co-op
about
shooter,
that.
and Mike Booth, who created Left 4 Dead, is one of the developers on it right now. So be on
Yeah,
the
I heard about that. Yes, sir.
And
I'm with it.
this is I wouldn't say gaming news, but it is big news across the board. We talked about it earlier in the Discord. Netflix is bought
Netflix
Warner
acquisition.
Brothers. They bought Warner Brothers, so all Warner Brothers property that includes HBO and things of that nature is all gonna be under Netflix. So that means you got Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, The Wire. All of those will be underneath Netflix now.
Netflix is trying to compete with Disney. They trying to go head to head.
And that's the way you got to do it. And for the wrestling fans out there, yes, that does mean you will get AEW PLEs and WWE programming on the same streaming platform. So, depending how you look at it, that's a good thing. How we over here look at it, that's a great thing because we love all forms of wrestling in Hazy Flame community.
Another thing to throw in there right quick, you know what I'm saying? One of my random non-anime news. Wait. Yeah, you talking about wrestling stuff. Yeah.
No, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
No. So I was trying to make sure. I'm not about to say anything you just said because I was looking at something. But
I'm on the right side now, or this left side.
Netflix. Very. I'm talking about within the past couple of days has apparently and talks or may have went about to go through that they're going to buy HBO Max and HBO.
It's already done.
Oh, so that is done. I saw it. I was like, I didn't know if that's continue. Like
that falls underneath the Warner Brother on the umbrella.
They bought all of Warner Brothers, the whole conglomerate.
All this morning, like
45.7 billion, I believe.
Like this, how quick it happened. The news got started that the rumors and speaks for Netflix happened yesterday, like afternoon and evening time.
Yeah, that's when I first bought it.
And they
this
bought
morning,
it this
morning they closed the deal.
Yeah, this morning. That's how quick it happened. They talked about it. They started in talks last night, and this morning they bought it. That's how quick it happened.
But I was literally half asleep. I was falling asleep this morning, watching the stream, and I was like, "Wait a minute." I was like, "Damn, am I reading this right?" I was like, "Let me go back to this after I wake up." I was like, "Nigga, what?"
Oh, also that means your favorite. You might get your Looney Tunes back as well. You might, depending on how Netflix want to act about it. You will probably get classic Looney Tunes as well, and some Cartoon Network shows as well, because that fell underneath the umbrella of Warner Brothers and HBO Max.
Oh, they was like, boy, Netflix pushing to be Disney 2.0, boy.
They got to, especially now with Disney. Disney is slacking because of their acquisitions, like ESPN not hitting like it was before.
Well, WWE not hitting.
No, ESPN in general.
For real? I just thought it was. Damn, ESPN
in general, because you think about ESPN, all they really got is college sports. Like, they don't get a lot of NFL games. They get a good amount of NBA games, but 8,000
They
NBA games in the season. So
but they
motherfuckers
split years with
pressure
they
on
split
this
years with the
league.
finals though. I see what you're saying. They split years with the finals. They don't
Yeah.
necessarily own the NBA finals.
So WWE was supposed to be that one banger acquisition they got to really bring traffic, and that's failing right now too.
No, so yeah, that's kind of crazy. I literally saw in somebody else's Discord literally yesterday. They was complaining about how ESPN and wrestling ain't been hitting it, and wonder if this is gonna truly change for them. I was like, if this is
It
really
is.
gonna change for them. So I was like, oh, I was like, damn.
Yeah, because
It's
now
crazy
there's a
right now.
whole the competitor for WWE is going to be on the same brand on the same streaming platform that they signed no less than a year ago. So
Facts.
like, it's just get crazy out here in the competitive streets of everything. Because after Disney bought
I
Hulu,
like it,
this is
bro.
their
Competition,
response.
competition breeds better products, so I'm all for it.
Facts.
On hood. You know what I'm saying? To the anime that's leaving very soon. You know what I'm saying? Egghead arc One Piece ended in 4 episodes. You know what I'm saying? End of the month. You know what I'm saying? My Hero is officially ended in 2 episodes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shout out to a beautiful season run.
you know, you my hero fans is very hypocritical. And I and I'm gonna say this to the utmost, and I'm gonna say this every time until this series is officially over. You niggas is very hypocritical, cause when that anime moment or not anime, when that manga moment happened, niggas was slandering the fuck out of Deku consistently. That nigga got the Ellen DeGeneres haircut, ooh out the bam, this, that, and the third. I'm talking about they were roasting my mans to oblivion and beyond. That the anime version come out, niggas like, oh my god, Deku, we understand, you know, you recovering and shit's tough. Ooh, ooh. Niggas got all the sympathy in the world. Niggas wanted to call my nigga street level, ooh, like he wasn't putting in work against fucking death himself. As a teenager, mind you, these niggas are still freshmen in high school doing this. Like these niggas just got these niggas are knee deep just out of middle school doing this bullshit. Niggas was slandering my
Them
man's
last
Deku for a minute. Now all of a sudden, anime moment comes out. Deku's the strongest
them
nigga
last
alive.
three
I hate I
them
hate you
last
anime
three
niggas.
chapters, them last 3 chapters got so much hate.
I hate you niggas. I hate you
I
niggas.
already know the ending got stupid. I already know the ending got stupid hates for certain reasons. For certain reasons, and then he came out recently and confirmed certain things to ease a lot of the hate that was going on with the end of something that people wanted. So I was like, hey,
I hate you.
hey, people will be people. People will be people, especially online. People will be the dumbest of themselves. People will be the dumbest of themselves online for some reason. So it seem like they get online and they can start saying their ideas. Their ideas they be coming out too fast. And I don't know if I guess I'm gonna roll with it because I feel like nigga, the stupidity be happening. But hey, I
Hey
digress.
man.
But I digress again. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
What was anything else I had on here? Uh, and beside that, I believe I brought this up a little before, but my my hero Vigilante season 2 confirmed to receive an update next week. Got a key visual that came out recently, and most people didn't know that I had to actually go look up and see that the main character from Vigilantes actually had a guest appearance in the anime for like a little short cameo or farmer moment last episode. So that was a nice little egg cameo right there. And lastly, shout out to after 11 years, one of my favorite isekai of all time, one of the best isekai / fantasy anime of all time. That time I got reincarnated as a slime novel ended with volume 23. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the anime can continue doing it justice. And that actually I forgot about this. I said, oh, you go and I'm in with this. I forgot all
I
about this
said,
actually.
oh, my last thing is not necessarily a game of the wrestling news. That's kind of I don't know if it's true all the way. Hopefully it's not. But they say that I can't remember the name of the band. I can't find it right now. But in John Cena's theme music, where you hear the trumpets, dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
you getting sued for that.
they say he's getting sued. So we're gonna see how that plays out for John Cena because he's on the way out. If y'all I gotta remind people of this. He's had this theme music for almost about 15 to 19 years, and they just now finished suing him. I find that kind of real suspicious. But hey, and this was on a actual
Because
album from John Cena's.
it's his daughter
I
that
say
was
they don't have a good enough case, maybe. I don't know, but
they do.
he's had.
They do.
I
It's an unclear sample. He can't win that.
I thought it was clear because he made an album that if you make an album, everything got to get cleared. We can talk about this the other day, but I thought if you put on an album, got the shit cleared. The shit's been
Yeah,
playing for years.
when you go through a big enough record company, they take that to do the clearances at all. He wasn't signed to no major record label. He had to get the clearances himself, and he didn't.
Well, hey, well,
You can release an album all you want. The
shit.
clearance thing that comes if the artist who needs to have the shit cleared, if they come later on, you getting hit with that.
All right, didn't know that because this nigga's been out known
Yeah,
for
ain't
almost
nothing
20 years. So like, it's kind of crazy. That just
unless you have a record company, ain't nothing gonna stop you to get clearances.
all right. Well, hey, word life, the basic economics.
Well, let's get through these last two so we can move on from this anime news. Last two things I'm gonna say. I need to go confirm this, but something I saw actually 2 days, even though this was a week ago, I saw this personally myself 3 days ago. Banana Fish
Yes, sir.
finally receives an English dub on Amazon, but apparently all the voices are AI
It's terrible.
generated. It's AI generated, sparking a
Amazon
lot
is
of
doing
controversy.
Amazon is doing this whole AI dub thing. All their anime on there, they're doing their own AI dub, and shit's horrible.
Damn.
And as a consumer, y'all can let them know that
But
hey,
yeah,
this is not gonna work.
if they get to the point where people start accepting this shit, it's going to wreck the voice acting industry. Because if they can get AI to do it, they're gonna stop paying voice actors.
And I encourage people to just not watch that because that's not. We want voice actors in our animes. We don't want something generated.
On me, I
And
need
that's gonna
I
take
need
the
feeling.
community and all the voice actors coming together as a whole to
It's
stop
not
that.
gonna
Yeah.
work at first.
Snatch that nigga Mike. His voice gone.
My mic did get snatched. It's not gonna work at first. It's not gonna work at first, and I believe that it's not gonna work at first because right now specifically, AI has a terrible time with emotion, and it can't produce the emotion that voice actors can. So
Understandable.
Until I give it maybe I give it like 4 years. I'm gonna be honest.
It just needs to get to the point where it's passable, to where people don't complain about it, and that's all they need.
And I hope and I want people not to accept that because no, bro, don't stop trying to get rid of all the human elements, the things that need the human element.
Hey, they said
Trying to save money, man.
yeah.
I
But I
understand
mean,
it's conventional. It's not conventional. It's convenient and efficient, but it's not as ethical. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I understand it. I understand the efficient stuff and the convenient stuff.
We moving towards a world where, bro, everything is going to be done by AI and robots and computers and shit, and we just going to live and get an allowance.
And I don't want that. That is a scary world, bro.
And if you're
That's
black,
a
you get
scary fucking world.
even lower allowance because the white man not gonna let us first. No, let me stop because we gonna get the wrong type of audience. Oh my gosh, speak King, speak. Hey, this is an anime and video game with somewhat wrestling form podcast. We don't do the red pill stuff unless it's jokes and humors. We don't do the political stuff unless it's jokes and humors, and we don't do the whole the race talk and things of that nature unless it's jokes and humors. We try to keep it as fun and vibrant as best we can be. Do we speak on serious things? Yes, we will. No problem against that. But we not dedicating the whole podcast doing that. So you came over here looking for all that. You might as well leave because this ain't the type of
The real
vibe.
world is the real world. That's where we living at.
WPR.
I'm gonna start chiming in. I'm gonna start chiming in with some manga news. Start doing that in these news segments.
And lastly, this, you know what I'm saying? The very last thing I'm going to. Apparently, a Godzilla anime has officially been announced. A story
Another one?
about a boy who holds the powers of Godzilla within himself. It kind of that kind of
Kaiju
felt
number
like Kaiju number 8. That was about to say that kind of felt like Kaiju number 8, but I'm hoping they go completely different. I say the Godzilla will be produced under
I'm
Toho
telling you,
Animation's
bro.
banner with Studio Orange, who did Beastars, Land of Lustrous, and
Bro, shit
Kai
about
Yo,
to
my
get
dude, I got put the truck.
shit about to get real boring out here, bro. There's no more ideas left in the world.
Bro, it's hard to come up with ideas, bro.
I knew if Godzilla anime was coming eventually. I mean that's just way too talk. That's just way too much of a staple.
So
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming eventually. I just thought it'd be
I
before Kaiju number 8. Well, I thought
I ain't
Kaiju
gonna lie
number
to
8
you,
was
that's
their spin on a Godzilla type thing.
so
That's what I
will
thought it
he
was.
turn
me
into
personally.
Godzilla and just be
Yeah.
like on a rampage? Because
So
ain't too many iterations of where Godzilla's just, hey guys, how you doing? Give me a high five, buddy. Hey, Spider Man, I see you. He ain't the friendly type of nigga. He kind of just fuck shit up. And mainly monsters, but you know
And
what?
my thing,
I'm
my
all for it.
question is, if we get a Godzilla, I'm gonna ask this because they go together like peanut butter and jelly. Then can we get a a King Kong one? Because they have movies together. Just
No.
saying.
so Fred, this is kind of what a picture of I saw looked like.
Hmm. You know, someone watch it.
Kind of like
I may
like a full armor body, almost like a Kaiju number 8 type thing.
I may give it a chance. Just either A, hate it, or B, be like, hey, it ain't that bad. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Right
When I
now,
start giving, run out of shit to look at.
and no, they won't do a King Kong one because then it'd be too racist.
All right.
But yeah, that is the last of this long segment of anime news. Anime news.
That was
All right,
a
no,
long
that didn't feel right. That didn't feel right just saying it like that. Sink fuck.
You anime news.
After I, know what I'm saying? After I, know what I'm saying? Kick the ball to Hero, steal it back from Hero, know what I'm saying? And then do the between the legs and pass to Fresh, know what I'm saying?
As like do a good old spin, stop, foot on ball, kick that bitch up in the air, jump up in the air, heavenly thunder, kick, and downward kick it as lightning is just attached to it, passing it over to Philly for the good old icebreakers. Yeah,
Me, that motherfucker coming at me full speed. Told me shit, ripped my leg off. We scored the goal, but I'm out for the season.
Damn.
Well, I'm talking about that slow motion, that ball coming, hitting your leg flying off. Boy, I'm talking about that slowed down for 30 seconds. Boy, they built that.
Did you have a prosthetic on or something? You playing rematch or something?
Don't worry.
Tragic.
Don't worry.
I just got hit with a ball that got kicked hard enough to have lightning on it, but my leg is gone.
Disintegrated.
Also, they just had to freak.
If we can recreate it.
Queen. Hey, nigga. Queen from the Twitch chat. She said, "Hey y'all."
Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me.
What's good, Queen?
No, Queen.
Yo.
But anyway, last anime episode we started the big bracket anime work. You feel me?
Indeed.
We started off with the sports anime. Today,
Damn.
I rolled the dice and we got the seinen category. So
My
let's
favorite.
get into it. First matchup on the list, we have Parasite the Maxim versus Black Lagoon.
Boy, when I say this is one of those, because most people that watch animes for sure gonna say Black Lagoon. Please, people in the comments and stuff, please, people in the comments, people that see this, please, if you haven't seen it, go watch Parasite the Maxim before you just choose Black Lagoon from your from nostalgia purposes. Please go watch Parasite the Maxim.
Give me Parasite.
Oh, give me Parasite.
Give me Black Lagoon.
Oh, yup, and there it is. Yep.
I mean, Black Lagoon is fire as fuck. No, Black Lagoon is fire as fuck. But I'm saying a lot of people are gonna pick that because of nostalgia. And I was like, just make sure you see.
A lot of people like Revy and aren't attached to anybody from Parasite.
I would say not much of Revy, but that badass girl's in there too.
A lot of people really
you got the maid to death, my guy. Don't forget about her. She literally, she does unbelievable unaliving scenes in Black Lagoon.
Two great anime. I don't got no bad anime on this list. I don't put bad anime in my brackets. I don't do that.
Yeah, and that's why I say fuck your randomizer.
Mm.
I wouldn't say fuck you.
Yeah, what it is.
Wait, what was the question? Rose, between Parasite the Maximum or Black Lagoon, which one should move on? Granted, we already voted. We said
What's your choice, Drop?
Parasite.
Huh? I've said Parasite.
What's your source, right? Oh, that's Parasite. Moving on, then. All right. Parasite going right back into the grinder since we had a first round bye because it's 10 motherfuckers on this list. We got Hellsing
Mm,
versus Parasite the Maximum.
Hellsing.
You
Hellsing.
see, because
Parasite
team,
Maximum.
because the team 4-star, Helsing is a funny nature. Granted, it never finished, but still has some funny moments. But I'm gonna say
I
Parasite.
still love
You said Helsing versus what?
Parasite.
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 Parasite?
Parasite.
Shout out Team 4-star.
Back to back, bro. Damn.
I've been saying the other anime versus Parasite. Y'all have been gentlemen sweeping this motherfucker.
Parasite.
Yeah, still Parasite. Don't play.
Parasite.
No.
That's fire.
Nah, I said Hellsing.
I'm not mad at it.
I would love to
Parasite is
get
amazing.
Team 4-star on the podcast, if possible. If
Okay, so Vela, here's the thing.
I'm about to give the same speech Freak just gave about Parasite versus Black Lagoon for this next matchup. I'm not gonna lie to you. What'd you say, Mom?
I was saying, is it Helsing like the original Helsing or just Helsing
Hellsing in general. Hellsing Ultimate, all that. Hellsing in general.
Yeah, I'd go Helsing.
Damn, down goes Parasite.
Including.
Next
Parasite
up,
is really good.
Next
Wait,
up,
wait,
we
Hellsing
got-
beats that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm sorry, I'm stopping right quick. No, wait, Hellsing beats Parasite. I'm just gonna say that right quick. I have to say, no, wait, that beats Parasite.
For someone who loves vampires so
I'm sorry.
much, you
I had to say that. I'm
Next
sorry.
up.
We can think. Sorry.
Next up, we got Monster versus Vinland Saga.
Monster.
Now, listen to me.
Monster.
Listen to me. Monster is a god tier anime. I know Vinland Saga looked pretty and cute because it came out later. Monster is a god tier anime and one of the greatest anime villains of all time. Johann Liebert, like the shit top tier.
You got two a month already.
It is.
Well, granted, you know how I got put onto Monster. Shout out to Billy, and whatnot. Johan became. I won't say what I say. He's in my good top 10s of villains. Maybe he could be top 5. It debates. I got to talk to myself about that, and whatnot. So obviously I'm go with Monster. Shout out to Vinland Saga though.
The best villains are the ones who don't believe they're doing the wrong thing. Like he can justify everything he do. Is it a correct justification? No. But he can wholeheartedly justify all his actions.
He can tell you why he's doing them, regardless of whether you like that why or not.
I'm gonna say just doing definitely Monster is in most people's top anime of all time. Easily one of the best anime from 4 to 2000 for sure. Like that 2004. That easily top 2, 3 of those. No, hey,
Freak gonna kill me. We got one more match. We got another matchup, but the matchup after this, Freak gonna kill me for this one. It's not my fault. It's a randomizer, Freak. I promise. But next matchup, we got Oshinoko versus Erased.
Oh, see, I'm gonna go first.
Why
I haven't seen Oshinoko yet. I've been saving that this whole time. And Erase was originally the highest rated anime of all time and one of my favorites, so I'm gonna have to go Erase.
Hey, somebody beat up this damn random.
Both are really, really, really good. I'm not mad at either answer.
Bro,
Not sure if this counts for Rose said erase.
Erase hit. Erase hit. For only 12 episodes, they did so much in 12 episodes, low-key. They did so much in 12.
Give me Oshinoko.
Yeah, give me Oshinoko.
And if y'all need me as a tiebreaker, use Rose vote for my vote.
I was really thinking, I was like, the way
It's
that
down to you,
Oshinoko
Fresh.
the way that Oshinoko was talked about,
That shit's
that
hard
episode
though.
1,
Because they're both
I
good.
ain't gonna lie.
Oshinoko is amazing, bro.
Like I was talking about.
I can tell by everybody talking about that first episode like it was the second coming of Jesus that Oshinoko was cold.
I ain't gonna lie, just by a small margin, just a tiny bit of like this much of a margin, like that little into a gap. I have to go erase.
After
No. Time. Is that small margin the opening?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
No, wait.
That's exactly what pushed it over. Was that the opening?
No. Next matchup we got Classroom with the Elite versus Tokyo Ghoul.
Classroom elite.
Tokyo Ghoul.
You gotta be
Ghoul.
fucking
Classroom of the
kidding.
elite.
Let me
Tokyo
duck.
fucking Ghoul.
Let me duck before Freak starts shooting at him. Hold on.
I don't know. I don't know if the
Classroom of the
bullet gonna
elite.
fly all the way up there. It might
Those,
get hit.
that's two of my top 7. That's two of my top 10. Two of my top 8. They just hurt. A good thing you.
Oh, me duck the flash.
Yo, imagine,
Duck the Mihawk flash. The iceberg breaking from
yo, imagine his
Kamui.
camera cut in half, bro.
That would have been crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I was an instrument camera. I ain't gonna lie. I was like an instrument camera right there, nigga. I saw it.
But I said classroom of the elite.
Yeah, bro. If I'm going manga, it's anime. If I was going manga, Tokyo Ghoul might have to take it. I don't care how much I love Classical Elite, but Tokyo Ghoul might have to take just manga. But anime, bro, that's that is really low key.
I'm gonna say Classroom of the Elite.
Hey,
That's the dub for Classroom of the Elite.
Damn, ReZero didn't find himself on here.
Nigga, we can get through the whole list.
I mean, he was right. ReZero didn't find his way on here. Ain't gonna lie.
Fuck that show.
I
How
think-
about that now?
I think as much as I love ReZero, I think the anime I picked here are better. I ain't gonna lie.
Fuck ReZero and that screaming ass nigga.
Next up, because
Oh my
of,
God,
like I
she
said,
hates ReZero.
There's 10 anime. There's 10 anime in this bracket, so there's first round buys. We got Classroom of the Elite going up against Elfin Lead.
classroom elite.
Classroom of the, I'm gonna say Classroom of the Elite personal bias because that's like I said, we already know about my love for Classroom Elite. But Elfin Lead was like I think that was my first true seinen actually knowing what that was about. That was the most shocking thing. That's damn near the most shocking thing I've seen to this day. Damn near. Not all the way, but still top 3. Even though I watched that 15, 16 years ago.
Two honorable mentions for this list that I wanted to put on here, but it would have pushed it to 12 instead of 10. Paranoia Agent and Serial Experiments Lane. Shout out to those two anime.
Rose
Just
from
for
Twitch
Kyle,
chat says
just
she
call
says
it.
Elfin like twice. Damn, that's hard. I'm going to say Classroom of the Elite.
Clean sweep. Damn, shout out Elfin Lead though. Shout out Lucy. Next up, we got Hellsing versus Monster.
The hell,
Monster. Also, Rose says y'all need to watch Magical Girl Raising Project.
I literally started that last week. I'm in the middle of it right now. Once I heard there was more, once I heard it was one of those darker theme type anime like what's the one that start with an H? What's the one that start with a K? When they cry.
Higurashi.
There you go, Higurashi. But once I found out it was like one of those type vibes, I was like, yeah, let me go see what this Magic Girl Raising Project talking.
Yeah, but I'm going Monster.
1-1.
Let's see, why didn't I? 'Cause I got a separate list for pure like horror anime. That's where I put Higurashi at.
Rose, I'm not sure if you stating a sentence saying when they cry or if that's the name of an anime saying when they cry.
Yeah, that was the Higurashi When They Cry.
Oh, okay.
Higurashi.
All right, other
No,
niggas,
Nakukoro.
voting is a thing.
Hellsing.
And there's 2 Helsing.
Oh, Monster.
Hellsing.
That's 2-2.
2-2.
That means Mal the tiebreaker.
Either Mao or Rose if she's active.
Because Hellsing is in my watch list, and I actually have not watched any of them this whole time.
Helsing versus what?
Monster.
Monster.
I haven't seen Monster. Like so, this Belly, you gotta do this. I can't. I haven't seen.
I'm a monster on these
Oh,
hoes. I'm a
I
monster.
say Monster finna move on.
Rose
See
says
what
monster.
Rose said before I cast my vote. All right.
Rose
We
said
got
Monster as well.
great minds think alike. Great minds think alike, Rose. Next up, we got Erased versus Classroom of the Elite.
Classroom of the Elite.
That's in the league.
That's a sweeper.
Oh, damn,
Child
niggas.
Erased a fire ass opener.
On me.
Fresh like, damn, I
Oh, damn, niggas. Now
Now
y'all
final
niggas will
round,
be
we
at
got Monster versus Classroom of the Elite.
monster.
Classroom of the elite.
I haven't finished Monster yet, bro. I'm still in the first 15 episodes, bro. I know how good it is, though. I know how good Monster is, so.
Amazing.
My nigga, y'all
I ain't gonna lie, if I
like
would have
this.
finished Monster, I probably, like the same way you was talking about that slim
Mhm.
margin, I probably would pick Monster just because of how much impact it's had over the years of shaping those type of anime and insane anime in general.
That 1% change.
Best shit I ever seen. in my
1%
life.
gap.
But since I'm only on episode 15 and haven't finished rest and don't know what impact it has had, I'm going Classroom Elite.
Film noir.
What's up, Drop?
In new development.
You waiting on drop the second.
Yeah,
Nigga, you
Figure
saying
it
you
out.
talking English?
I said I
Yes,
don't
I
have
don't know.
one for this one.
Pick one. Motherfucker, it don't matter which one you pick. Pick one.
God damn it, Rose, get up here. We're replacing you with Drop.
Oh, no,
We're replacing Drop with you. Matter of fact, Queen, you joined too.
Damn, not calling a timeout and it was trying to call in a substitution. Crazy as hell.
Or LDX
erase.
LD.
You know what? Fresh, give me your vote before I yeah.
I said monster.
He said monster.
He said monster.
I'm about to yell.
Rose,
what,
between Classroom, the Elite, and Monster, which one you picking?
This motherfucker said, "Oh, okay,
bad.
erase."
What?
I'm about to yell. I'm trying not to yell. And Classroom of the Elite takes the dub. Let's move on.
Yeah,
Yes,
appreciate you,
sir.
Rose.
And, hey,
Second too late.
as many times as I done brought up Classroom of the Elite over the 55 episodes, hey, I bring it up for a reason. It's one of them. It's one of them.
Even though you wish Parasite would have won.
Low key.
Wow. Shout out to Classroom of the Elite. I'm looking back on my notes. It was not originally on the list.
Hey, the Cinderella story. You love to hear it.
You know what I'm saying?
I had Drifters on the list.
Oh, I'm glad you switched them. I'm glad you switched them two out, nigga. Just Heat, not Classroom of the Elite Heat.
All right. Good old icebreakers. Get into these good old
icebreaker.
topics.
Good icebreaker. No, we love saying it over here.
We love making freak mad sometimes.
I'll go with this one first.
I put Classroom of the Elite on there purely because of Freak, because I've never watched it. So I put that shit on there purely because of Freak. Shout out my good brother.
Indeed.
Shout out to my cat.
All right. First topic of the night. Going with the most overpowered characters in anime. A full breakdown on characters featuring but not limited to Saitama, Gojo, Rimuru, Ainz, and etc. What counts as too strong?
Most overpowered. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, shout out to Fresh. Shout out to Fresh for these topics, man. These topics about to go crazy this episode.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I said the same thing yesterday when he posted the bitch. I said, "This shit crazy."
Sailor
I'm
Moon.
not gonna lie to you. People have the ability to change reality with no consequences. That shit is a little too broken. Or people like what's his name, Okatsu, where he determines what death is. That's broken. That's overly broken.
Definitely understandable.
Yeah, I feel like we need consequences for overpowered abilities like that.
20 minutes.
before I get my take again, boy, these topics are so good. I thought we had a guest this week. These topics are so good. I was like, these guest week topics, but you know what I'm saying? Just bringing up Rimuru, the fact, like he's like in every list you ever see ever, Rimuru is in that top, always in that top 4-ish, top 5-ish most broken anime characters of all time. But if you've seen Reincarnated Islam's first episode when he's reincarnated, I'm talking about boy, like how many how many immunities and resistances and strength, how much all that did you want? And he said, give me. And they just I'm talking about, they just stuck first episode, they gave this nigga everything. And on top of that, gave this nigga an insane ability that he can absorb people, and but I'm talking about like insanely broken. Especially for, even though fantasy has a lot of the most broken characters because they can kind of do whatever they want, kind of with the fantasy genre more than they can shonen. A lot of the time, that like two cases they took it a little over the top is Rimuru, very slightly. Understand he's fighting demon lords and stuff, so he has to be kind of broken and such. But also, shout out to Demon King Academy. I can't remember how it starts, but my boy what?
What's his name?
Ooh, the static killed me right there for a second.
Oh, me. Okay.
Yeah, come back to me. That just threw my whole train of thought off. I ain't gonna lie. Come back to me.
It's one character I want to talk about, but it be spoilers like shit. I ain't gonna fuck up Marshall like that for y'all.
Does Julius from Black Clover count? Indeed. To a
I
degree.
wouldn't say
Not necessarily to me.
he's broken, but his abilities have consequences. Like go back to when he was fighting Lich. In order to protect the entire town, he ended up sacrificing himself. Did he have a way around that? Yes, but like he had to sacrifice himself. His entire grimoire got cut down in size. There was consequences behind it. It wasn't just like, hey, I could stop time, rewind it, whatever, and then just go, no consequences, you know?
Yeah, but that was off of circumstances. If you really want to talk about, look at the nigga's whole arsenal. He's the only nigga who controls time. And anybody who fought that nigga or even around that nigga instantly lost. It just so happened he fought a nigga who was fast. And even still, the nigga who was faster, who was shooting light beams at this nigga, couldn't even hang with him. He had to use his civilians as a clutch just to be able to strike this nigga. If you remove that from the situation, Julius wasn't losing that fight. And there was nobody who was going to really stop, who was able to really stop him.
Facts. You definitely have a fact. I was gonna kind of say that too. I was like, I definitely don't think that fully, just because, like, definitely the civilians were definitely big obstacle. Kind of like with, ain't the same thing. Kind of with Gara. A lot of people don't feel like Gara necessarily would have lost if you wouldn't have had to protect the whole city right there. It was kind of one of them situation type thing. But I don't think, even though I think Julius is insanely cold, I don't think he still stands up there with Rimuru, Irons, and all the men. That's why I kind of won't say he's like,
that's what I mean.
People.
Like, yeah, he can control time, but like it's not like he could rewind all of time. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain spots, or like he could stop people in Chronos and shit like that. You have someone like fucking Ainz who can actually just rewrite reality. Ainz,
Broken.
I hate that I can't remember this name.
Anos, my bad, Anos.
That's the nigga's name I couldn't. That's the nigga's name I couldn't think about.
That's who I was talking about. Misfit at Demon King Academy.
Yeah, when I brought up Demon King, that's literally who I was talking about earlier. Yeah. My chain of thought got thrown off. Yeah, that my nigga Arnold's Voldigo. Boy, that what I'm talking about. I think he might be the top two of top tier of the broken characters for absolutely no reason. This nigga defeated a nigga with his heartbeat. He defeated one of the supposedly he defeated a nigga that was supposed to be that dude at the like he was supposed to be that dude like the cocky upperclassman blah blah. He's like, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna call this nigga beat him with his heartbeat. I'm talking about killed him with his heartbeat. I'm talking about levels of different type of.
Well, it's different to beat a nigga with your heartbeat.
Okay, but let's break it down just a tad bit. Also, Rose says F Death would have been a monster if she wasn't in love.
Yeah,
Monster
Death
the
is
Kirk.
pretty broken too. She could freeze time. Like her entire ability is the cold.
That nigga Sid Kagano from Eminence in Shadow.
Definitely up there. He's definitely up there. He's definitely up there.
Bro, I want
But yeah,
I want to talk about Mash so bad, but it ain't happened yet.
but yeah, let's break it
Oh,
down
you talking about?
a good step.
I know
Because
what you're talking.
if we talk about people in their verse who are viewed as and are deemed as the strongest, then it's just like, do they live up to that title? Because we can take someone like Gojo, for example, who a lot of people overhype, underhype, glaze to the point of no return. To also, what's good, Casper, in the Switch chat, and whatnot, to where is there proof in the pudding? Most definitely, because when Gojo was born with the 6 eyes, nigga was like 5. He put grown folks into retirement. Mind you, this is before Infinity was fully developed. This is before he learned how to use red. This is before how he had a max output of blue. This is before Hollow Purple. This is
Just his
before
presence.
just him existing alone put so much fear into people. They said, you know what? I'm retired of being an evil sorcerer. Up to the
Right.
point to where this man's in his 30s, roughly in his 30s, I would say, and then got sealed away at Shibuya to where niggas finally came out of retirement. Niggas is in they got grandkids, 60, 70, coming out and say, yeah, now we can run amok again because we don't have to worry about that nigga.
Remember, first they plotted. They set a whole date. They plotted to get this nigga in this box in Shibuya. They plotted on this nigga. They
So
say, hey, we gonna attack this nigga at this date, this time. This is where it's gonna happen. At. They planned all that damn near down to a T.
so you have folks who are at least inverse. You know, we don't have to necessarily list who top tiers are and whatnot, who live up to that expectation of he is known or she is known as the strongest being there, even though there may be some lack, right? There may be some moments to where, you know, you have the whole Hashirama moment. Taking it to Naruto real quick, Hashirama, nigga was god tier shinobi of all shinobis. No one was fucking with him. No one was touching him. This, that, and the third. Got written off, and we just don't know why that nigga died, and whatnot. You got uh, 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 folks like All Might when he was in his prime. That nigga stopped 99 or 98% of crime to the point to where it wasn't like All Might had just broken abilities. Nigga was just super strong, and it just was overpowered to the point that, yeah, you know, punch cause a what was it, like a typhoon or a hurricane or a twister or some shit like that. So it was like he was a top tier in his verse. Anybody can stop me now before I give more examples.
All right. Let's get going.
Even if you want to take it to Tokyo Ghoul, shout out to Freak's poster in the background. Also, you're muted, Freaky, if you were saying something. And whatnot. The scientist guy who, not scientist guy, but the damn, he wore the glasses, white hair. Can't remember his name. It's gonna bother me. He's the one who took down Kaneki at the end of season 2.
Arima.
Arima.
Yeah.
He's top tier in his verse. No one was fucking with that nigga. And that you talking about, he's just a regular guy. It wasn't like a ghoul type of person.
Man, he was a failed experiment of a ghoul and human.
He was a regular guy. He hung with niggas. He was hanging with folks. There was even an OVA. There was even an OVA when this nigga was a teenager, hanging with ghouls who were known to be threats. You got niggas like Rengoku, even though you could argue that Rengoku's not a top tier, whatever the case may be. Before this nigga became a Hashira, granted, I don't think they're ever gonna animate it. It's a side story. Do real niggas really care? I mean, Demon Slayer is almost over with. I don't think they're ever gonna really cover it. Like before he whatchamacallit, became a Hashira. Nigga was hanging with Upper Moons. Granted, I can't remember if the guy was actually Upper Moon, but I know he was like one of the moons, one of the 12. So it's just like, do are niggas considered top tiers over the feats they do, what they're able to do, and how people talk about them, and do they hold up to the merit of being a top tier, even though they may have a couple of losses under their belt, maybe got caught off guard by something that was excruciating, maybe got written off. Does the high tierness still remain, or do they have to be like niggas like Rimuru, for example, or niggas like
It
Ainz?
depends on what we're talking about, though. Are we talking about just like high tier, or are we talking broken? I feel like those are different categories.
That's kind of what I was gonna. That's kind of what I was gonna say to that too. I was kind of like, yeah, like all of these people are definitely top tiers in the anime world, but are they in that? Are they in that Zeno, Anos?
Because like there's even within verses, there's like Bleach, Byakuya Kuchi, high tier. Kenpachi Zaraki, broken. You know what I'm saying?
But I guess if we break it down to that degree, it would be that Kenpachi would generally be viewed as the strongest. Granted, niggas gonna make the argument, oh, but what about in the series? I'm not worried about that. I'm talking about overall. Strongest in his merit. The,
Okay.
he had the
So what you're saying is like the strongest in their series.
like
So not necessarily broken, but
like niggas
the top
know
of the top where they're from.
like niggas know he's strong. Niggas know that if he gets in the battlefield, we'll be good. If people understand that, hey, guess what? You try to hang with him, there's a high probability you was gonna lose. If anybody walks
That
up to
opens
Kampachi,
up the
niggas
conversation much
understand
more.
they gonna lose.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's a different
that
conversation to me.
opens
Then
up the
yeah,
conversation
yeah.
much more. Because I can throw more names out with that.
I was
Because
about to say because if it was originally how it was, I'm saying I think that's kind of like with One Piece, how we have the top like middle high top tiers, and then we have the people who don't be touching their own league up there with the what I'm saying with those 3-4 people up there who won't be touched. I feel like that's kind of like the tier we're talking
I feel
about.
like
Those can't be touched unless you're in that tier type people.
if we talking like broken, I feel like broken is somebody who can walk into somebody else's universe and can't nobody deal with them type shit.
I kind of see it
You
as
know
if
what
you
I'm
ain't
saying?
in this tier, you cannot beat this nigga. Like if you're
Like
not up there with Rimuru and Hanzo,
no matter
you cannot
what
beat that.
series, no matter what series the motherfucker from, if Rimuru show up, Rimuru got that.
because we can do the age old argument. Oh, if we draw Kaido in the Naruto world during the Great Fourth Ninja War, how would he perform?
Shit like
I
that.
don't see a lot of niggas hanging with Kaido, and people can take it how they want to. We gotta think about Kaido's feats. The nigga
Like shit like that
actively
is
tried
what
to take his own life on multiple occasions. Nigga has one of the most mythical devil fruits of an arsenal. Not only that, nigga's fighting style is very destructive. Not only that, his stamina is very up there. It took what, like 8 niggas or like 11 niggas to jump this one guy while he was holding up pretty much a country by himself.
shit like that is broken. They drop him into another universe situation, and the motherfuckers in that universe can't touch that motherfucker. That's broken level shit for me.
And so, old dude from Soul Leveling is ridiculous. Oh, you're talking about Sung Jin Woo?
Jin Woo. I was literally about to say that next. I was like, we might as well throw Jin Woo in this if we opening up this category a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Very much so.
Jinwoo might be
Like
on my tier list of broken motherfuckers. Jinwoo might be top one for me right
if you
now.
put him in any other verse, let's say same abilities, same all that, he hangs with a lot of niggas. If not, outdoes a lot of niggas. And niggas can make the argument, oh, but he doesn't have abilities counter this. You gotta think about what's in Jinwoo's bag. He has
Bro,
Buru,
he's
already a nasty.
rewritten reality. He's rewritten reality multiple times.
Nigga has an undead army at his beck and call. Nigga has what is it, Tusk? The Grand Wizard thing that buffs people even more. Like, what are we
With
talking?
the orb, with the orb that gives him like infinite mana and strongly boosts all his spells. Tusk got that. And like I said, the mother Jin Woo has on multiple occasions looked at the world and said, I don't like this shit, and rewrote it.
Not to mention in the sequel, that man's fighting outer versal god. Like he traveled out of his universe to go fight these gods.
And left a piece
That are
of him in his old universe that has the power to still exist.
hmm that his what is it? He went out of verse to go fight these gods, and these gods are stated to be stronger than the monarchs and shit that he is already whooped the shit out.
I'm just saying when we talk about niggas really being the strongest, or at least what is considered to be too strong, you got niggas like Saitama, who's actively shown it gets to generally a point to where Saitama's not even in his own anime because it wouldn't be interesting enough.
Mm-hmm. That's different.
You know, make sure
He got the
okay,
greed the
what kind?
Bible
Okay,
talks
I
about
see.
on Hood.
Definitely, definitely. That what we was talking about before, that tier I was compared with One Piece, how it's that even though they clashed and barely be a lot of people, it's not exactly the same. This tier that we talk about, just overall anime, I definitely think this everybody, all 6, 7, 8-ish people for sure for locked in this tier. I think all of them are too strong. And I think it mixes in with what Hunter said about being able to walk into any verse no matter what it is, and not being able to be touched unless you're in that list with him, or the fact that just without any consequences, prep time or anything, you can change anything to your liking. I think that's too strong as well.
Yeah, that's some next level shit.
Okay, so if we were to put it in terms of boom, this is the requirements of, let's say, new anime coming out, and we had to state a nigga who was like, yeah, that's the nigga niggas need to fear. That's the nigga that can't get that if niggas try to touch, they getting smoked. Like, what would be those requirements and tiers? Does it have to be has broken ass hacks that niggas can't deal with, a win record of never losing, this that and the third, blah blah blah
think
blah.
it, I think it's the hacks over everything. The
Yes.
hacks abilities is what see like Rimuru is strong, but if he can't just absorb anybody, he's not the same person. Like Jin Woo physically is strong. If he don't got the powers of the Shadow Monarch, he not the same person. You know what I'm saying?
See,
So it's like if you
and you
with
got the
some of
goddamn
these guys, if you take that hacks ability from them, they drop a few tiers. I feel like that hacks ability is what sets them motherfuckers into that tier of their own.
so is that like if this was in like a bullet point form for to be in the like the too strong. Yep, I think it's definitely. Hmm, hmm. I kind of want to be more specific with it, but yeah, definitely. Heck, I would say reality altering, comma. I kind of just like. I don't even know how I want to really put it. I don't know how I want to put it. But I just know I don't know how I want to put it. But anytime you can, like I said before, anytime you can changing any form of reality or matter without a consequence to me is too broken. I think that would be one of the. I feel like that would be one of the bullet points. If you have that hack, you're automatically too broken. I don't care how strong you are. You can be physically terrible. With
Or
that one hack, you're too broken.
or concepts too. Just like
Yeah, facts. Concept too. Facts.
Okay, so let me answer.
If you
as
if you
as
walk between realms.
as a group of
If you
niggas who
went to heaven and came back, you some different shit.
as a group of niggas who have watched and slash read One Piece, Kuzan. Will we say that he is what we considered a broken nigga? Because technically, how we all view his fruit is just the ice ice fruit, but the real concept of the fruit is that he just chills everything. That means he chills the concepts of things that shouldn't even be able to be chilled, such as, but not limited to, lava in a sense.
You know how I feel about the Kuzan situation purely because of Punk Hat. Purely
Yeah,
because of
see,
that frozen island should not be able to exist next to an active volcano. That is not possible.
no, they both malformed the island to a like be habitable. Like it was malformed enough that it sustained its own habitat.
That's just broken.
Yeah, but then if
I,
you look at the movie, what was it? I think it's Z, if I'm not mistaken.
Film Z is when he made his appearance.
When the explosion went off and all that smoke, he froze
Diamond
that.
Stones or whatever.
Yeah,
Diamond Stones.
that physically you cannot freeze smoke. I don't care how how much science we want to put into that. That's never going to happen. But he was able to freeze the concept of smoke. So what we have off of the marriage that we're talking about in terms of what will make you be considered a broken nigga, at least within your verse or at least in an overall scope of things, would he not be up there?
I think I put him right under them. I think I put him right under them. I'm talking about I think he's one of those characters along with everybody that's like right under. And I truly don't think though. I think if you're in that seven, I really think it's only like 7, 8 people that can really be in that too broken.
Yeah, I don't
That
think
too
his,
broken
I don't
character.
think his I don't think his hacks are powerful enough to be in that tier with them. But he's definitely above the high tier.
Okay, okay.
Like I hold these 7, 8 people to a different standard.
I ain't mad at you.
Like people make videos on Arnold's Vodigo just talking about how BS of a character he is. Like not about how Cody and about how BS he is. Like either how much either how much they love his ore farming or how BS he is in general. I feel like if you have those type of videos about you, like you're held to a different standard of broken.
So that's all I got for remaining of the topic. I don't know if any other nigga got something.
What about low key? Low key, even though it ain't like the crazy anime skill, but like overall like broken. What about Sake K?
Psyche, yeah. Psyche is insanely broken.
Indeed.
I said, even though it's in more like a regular world, ain't like a whole bunch of superpower world. The fact that he can the fact that he has to like keep himself in check from harming the world is kind of crazy.
He altered the world to the point where people are born with different colored hair. He used his psychic power to alter genetics.
Yeah. He's definitely up there. He definitely added to that 8 to 9. It's not 8 to 9 character. It ain't 7 8. It's 8 to 9 now. It's like a gift.
Drop said, "Uncle from another world, bro. This uncle came back to his original world with all his powers from the other world he came from." That didn't tell me. Shit.
I wish I could tell y'all why Mash is up there because he up there, but I can't tell y'all because it's at the end of the series.
I ain't gonna lie. That uncle from another world that Drop talking about. Top 3 funniest anime of all time. Easily top 3 funniest anime of all time.
I was gonna say something about Black Clover, but I really can't because of the same thing, Belly. I was gonna bring up another character from Black Clover, but
Like I wanted to talk about Mash this entire, but I can't. But if you read the manga, you know.
Girls, you don't read the manga. We not gonna spoil it for you, or at least not try to.
Sometimes
Spoilers pop up, but we not gonna spoil
It's
it.
an amazing series.
Oh, it's
I ain't
manga
gonna do
only,
that to you.
indeed.
It's a series, you feel me?
Uncle,
One of my favorites.
the uncle was in a coma in the real world,
Is that nigga's
And
name? His name is actually Uncle.
yeah.
I'm thinking drop bullshitting by saying uncle from another world. I'm like,
No,
nigga,
No,
no,
no.
it's
We
who the
just
fuck
don't.
is
We
this
just
uncle
no.
nigga?
We just don't know his real name, and
we don't know his real name,
the
and
story is about him telling his nephew about his adventures in the other world.
in the other
Yeah, he
world.
wakes up from a coma after coming back from another world, and now he's in the real
Dog,
world.
can you imagine? Can you imagine what was going through my head when I read what drop wrote? That nigga
Bro,
legit
I
said
don't
uncle
know.
from
He said
another
it's
world, bro. This
I don't know
uncle
nothing
came
about
it's
that
back
the anime.
anime.
It's
to
the
his
If my
original
boy,
world.
if my dog is named Uncle, you feel me? He is automatically inferior to Uncle from Jackie Chan Adventures because that's just how I feel.
Yeah,
Jackie, yeah.
we just know him as Uncle. I think he has an actual name.
In his flashbacks, he has an actual name. They just don't say it.
Nah,
This,
uncle just
I'm
clicked
just,
to
I'm
me.
just saying. I'm
that
just
shit
saying.
threw
When
me
I'm
the
when I'm
fuck
ranking
off.
uncles, he
Yeah,
kind of low on the
Yusuke.
list. Whoever he is,
Yeah, his
whoever
name
he
is
is, you feel me?
his
Uncle
name
from Jackie
is
Chan Adventure, Uncle Elroy. It's a lot of uncles that come before this uncle.
Uncle Ira.
That's
his
all
name
I'm saying.
is
Me personally.
nah. His name is Yusuke Shibazaki, but everybody calls him Oji-san, which means uncle.
That shit threw me off when I was reading. I was like, uncle from another world. The uncle comes back. I was like, nigga, what are you talking?
Right,
What are we
it's a
talking?
Netflix
What are we
series.
talking
I swear.
about, nigga?
I wasn't trying to
Wait,
bullshit you at all.
low key. That had a couple more characters. Would Sakuna and Maharaga be up there in that top echelon of people?
I would
In y'all's
say
opinion?
Sakuna, no. Maharaga, possibly. The reason why I say that is Sakuna does have an arsenal on him from what we have seen anime wise. Granted, not too much has changed, but anime wise, we do see an arsenal on him. I think his abilities itself is very, how I want to put this, is very straightforward and cookie cutter in a sense. No pun intended. To
Definitely so.
where his dismantle cuts anything with curse energy imbued into it, while cleave cuts anything that it can adapt to, which is any and everything. So yes, he is a strong. He does have, even though his bag isn't the biggest and whatnot, he does use it efficiently on how his fighting style is. Reasons being is he knows how to kind of adapt to a situation very quickly, or at least understand the people he's fighting to kind of build himself up with. But if I were to put him in a lot of different verses, or put him a lot against a lot of different individuals, he doesn't hang the best outside of a good handful of different areas. Maharaga, on the other hand, since his whole identity is I adapt to things to the point to where it doesn't phase me, you can make the argument, but his adaptation is very slow, being that he still needs to get hit a good number of times for it's fully clicked in. Can anybody really counteract that? Possibly. You
Yeah, see, that's all.
yeah.
Only reason I put Sakuna really up there is because and they showed him beating the nigga. But technically, I really was only gonna say Maharaga would
I
fit
got,
him, but I gotta be the nigga who technically beat the nigga up there too.
I
But
got
technically, I'm
one
only gonna say
more
Maharaga.
for you. For me, I got one more question for you. Followed by a small little rant. Not really a rant, just I gotta get my shit off because I've been seeing stuff on the internet and it's pissing me off. But we throwing Yuha up there.
Not to get
No.
into spoiler territory, but just from what has been shown, him being the shrift or the letter A for Almighty, and being able to see and somewhat alter most futures that he is able to see, yes, but in accordance to what is it showing, to where he was still able, even though he did have this ability prior to, and was still able to be sealed away, no. Reasons why
Okay.
I do say that is because Almighty is very powerful. He sees as many different outcomes as he can, especially when he fought against Ichibe and stuff like that. But the problem is that Yuhaba has a very egotistical side of him where he thinks he's too much of a threat that niggas can't hang with him, just to be seen that niggas can hang with him. Because he lost Almighty before, and that's the whole reason why we got to the point that we're at now. His peoples got taken out before, and that's why he was so afraid of Damamoto that without Almighty, he knew he wasn't going to win that fight. That's why he had the twins kind of do what the twins had to do. I forgot which one it
Perfect
is.
segue into my little mini rant. If y'all don't get the fuck out of here saying Yamamoto ain't that strong because of Lloyd and Roy, do y'all know how those powers work? If y'all don't get the fuck out my face with that shit, ooh.
I got another
I
one.
saw
I
too
got
many
another.
people say that.
Let me continue off the rant shit real quick, Velly. Let me continue off the rant shit. Fully adapted Maharaga versus anyone is not a battle. Because he's fully adapted. It doesn't do anything to him.
Indeed,
There's no point in that versus battle.
there isn't.
There's no point.
Yeah, that's all. I saw
Also,
somebody say that on the internet one time. It kind of pissed me off. So I had to get my shit off real quick.
Also, Grammy is broken and shouldn't have lost to
Kenpachi.
Kenpachi because the whole bullshit thing was he couldn't imagine a body strong enough, which destroyed his body. Mind you, he was just a brain.
I think the concept of that is Grammy a very powerful person? Yes. As far as what his ability is, I think the scope of it is not necessarily Grammy couldn't reach those heights. I think it's impossible for him to reach those heights because Kenpachi has always been seen to constantly grow throughout whatever fight he's been in part of. He just always
The
starts off at an
problem
area to
with,
where niggas can hit him.
the problem with the Grammy situation is that there's no body that can house that much power. Not even Kenpachi's own body.
I feel you. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they killed him off, and the way they said it was because he didn't have a body that was strong enough he couldn't imagine his body being strong enough to hold that power within. All he was a brain in a tube. What body? That man died because he didn't have a body. He should have won that fight. Power of imagination is just a broken ass ability. That's an OP ability right there.
He,
Yeah,
he
but
definitely wasn't gonna win that motherfucker. But the whole war was rushed. They hold Kubo.
But you also got to talk about a guy with the power of imagination who's has zero battle experience. He's just going AWOL, so he has no real limitations on what he should be able to versus what he shouldn't. He
He
just
literally pulled out everything he could think of, and then the bright idea was, I just think something stronger than him.
Yeah,
and that didn't work in his favor.
Well, you know that's the definition of OP ability dog shit user.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody got any last things on this topic, or we good to move on.
no, that was all I need to get out.
May not get through everything, but that is fine. There's always next time. Next one I got is the science of anime power-ups, Super Saiyan, Bonkai, domain expansions, why power-ups are so hype, and how they're used differently. I guess I'll kick off. Oh, okay. I guess I'll kick off. So power-ups. So things like, I guess if we really talk like Super Saiyan and Bonkai, I'll say those two because those are the most popular ones amongst everything. Uh,
Okay.
I think when you get first introduced to things like Super Saiyan and Bonkai, the hype is really there. Meaning, when we see Goku go Super Saiyan for the first time, we see that why it was such a feared form and why niggas talked about it the way they talked about it. That series goes on, then you see Trunks do it from the future, and you're like, oh shit, another nigga can do it. Then we see Vegeta do it, and it's like, oh shit, Vegeta's able to actually achieve everything. Then we see almost everybody do it, and then the moment that made us hype for Super Saiyan and whatnot kind of does die down. Why? Then you have people like Gotenks. Then you have people like Kid Trunks. Then you have, if you go Super, KO, Khalifa, Kaba, to where it's like boom, instant moment.
Overdone.
Yeah,
I
when you
felt it
have
in my
those
back.
moments of, oh shit, this is the extent of, we think it's an extent at that time, and then it kind of exceeds it when you have Gohan Super Saiyan 2, hype moment. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, hype moment. You may not see Super Saiyan 3 as much, but when you first get introduced, it's cool. It's cool. You see Super Saiyan 2 a lot more. Super Saiyan God, it was all right. Super Saiyan Blue, niggas ain't really did give a damn about it. It was a cool moment, like ooh flashy, but I ain't gonna lie. I made the joke. I just said it was just Super Saiyan. It was just Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 2, honestly, because that's all the fuck it was, and things like that. But then when you have people like Bonkai, or moments like Bonkai, even though it's not as spammed out, when I say spammed out in terms of, that's just not the baseline, except for Ichigo's case, but that's Ichigo. To where you see it, you have moments like Renji using his Bankai for the first time against his own captain. It's just like, oh shit, the fuck he's about to do. And then Byakuya does his nigga dirty and then says, hey, hold on. Since you think you really achieved something, let me show you how it's really done. And then he shows his, and then he starts to explain,
Guy,
like,
Sinbon
you
Sakura.
you gotta be up
Kage.
there to achieve these things. This is not something you just, this is not preschool, my boy. This is college level, like
Mm.
undergrad type stuff. Like, nigga, you gotta spend years getting in the field with this. And then it even gets to a point to where Byakuya breaks down a true person's Bankai even further. He says most Bankais, if not all Bankais, when mastered, all have four forms to them, or four segments to them, which then you do see. You see it when Yamamoto uses his Bankai for the first time. You see him use four different assets to it. Chusui used to use his Bankai, right? Yeah.
This week, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
You see,
yeah.
I don't know.
he,
I don't know if he did it in anime yet. I think so though.
I believe so, because then Lily Borrow transform. I know he had to transform. I think they were before. I can't fully remember, but that's not the point.
Yeah, yeah, he uses Bankai.
Okay, yeah. So to where Chunsui uses his Bankai for the first time, mind you, this was something that he could have done back in the Fate Karakura Town, but chose not to. But then you see the aspects of the four acts, or technically it was three acts, but at least the different stages of how it goes about, which kind of goes with how Byakuya was talking. Then when we see Ichigo use his Bankai for the first time, it's just like, oh shit, he achieved something that a captain said it took years to do, and he only did this shit in like a couple of weeks. Oh, ooh, ooh. And Byakuya was even still talking shit about it. He's like, yo, Bankai don't seem like this is it. Seems like there's still more to it, but honestly, I'm surprised you even got to this part. And of course, you see people's Bankais throughout the time, Ikaku, stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. Ooh. But power ups like that, to where is,
What's
even
a
though
gene?
some, almost like that, where it's like, it doesn't necessarily need to be hype, but if it's broken or done well enough, it does have a long lasting impression.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like when it comes to power ups, they hit so hard because they're either in very emotional spots. But let's go, like Rose talked about Naruto, right? Unlocking that one tail.
Indeed.
Emotional spot. You go and then you go to the first Valley fight between him and Sasuke. That is a very emotional spot. We had already watched them start to grow and accept each other a tiny bit. You know what I'm saying? And then Sasuke decides to leave the village. Emotional. Goku Super Saiyan. Krillin just died. Super emotional. It's either a very emotional spot, or we're told that it takes a lot of training, or we see that it's going to take a lot of training to get to this level. So when that character finally does, it's like, damn, all that work he put in actually meant something.
Instead of just getting shit off the wrist or just getting
Yeah.
or some shit I don't know type of way.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely lean more towards the when when it's placed in the story for the power up. Usually in like you said, usually in a very emotional or almost no win situation. I feel like those hit the hardest when you're expecting almost seem like a no win, and they have. Even though sometimes they're BS and I don't like those, when it's done right, I think that's the best way to do a power up. Or how they use differently. I kind of like, or I think it's typically done really well. I kind of don't like the train. I don't like the training for a little bit and he's gifted, or because of his genes, he gets it faster than other people. I kind of those type of power ups don't excite me normally. I'm a grinder type nigga, so I don't really care for those type of power ups.
Ichigo is not the guy for you.
Definitely not.
Not at all.
Definitely not. Because his example, I was like, yeah, I didn't really, even though it hit at the time of when it was done,
Mm-hmm.
the how it got there, power up didn't really matter to me. I just liked it because of the emotional impact
Later
moment.
on, later on, he got a new power up because of his genes.
Yeah. I mean, when
Yeah,
when it comes to
both of the things
Ichigo,
I don't like in power ups, low key. That's kind of more so like I kind of like when it comes to, like the moment thing. I kind of like it may sound biased. I kind of like Luffy's because like it's more it's geared to him. Like how specifically it's geared
No
to him,
pun
even though
intended.
fuck.
Hey, hey,
That's crazy.
hey.
How more so like I don't know when the power up is more focused on a single person, I kind of do like those a little bit more than like the a power up that's for everybody in different variations. I kind of those don't hit as hard. You know, I love to see them don't hit necessarily as hard. And the third thing I say on there, how me and how you use differently. Instead of like the training thing going off that, instead of like the training thing, I kind of like the this character has pushed themselves to the point, and then like they're on death's door, and as they're about to die, they get a power up. I kind of like that because, of course, going back to Miles said the emotion and when it's placed, but I still feel like those kind of hit more than the people who train for a bit and get powered up because they are gifted. I
so
kind of like the being on death's door power up more. So if it's explained well, I like the
so
death's door power up more.
so let me ask you a question, Freak. You're talking about Ichigo, right? So do you think his Lorde transformation hits harder than his first Bankai?
The worst transformation in his bag. When it comes to the moment, it's fucking horrible.
Well, he said like death's door, so I mean the motherfucker died. You feel me?
And for all those that don't know what the hell Mal's talking about, just to give a breakdown, Ichigo's full holification happened when he fought Ukiura, number 4 Espada. And Ukiura was treating this nigga like a rag doll and showing him that there is a massive difference between what he thought he was at versus where he needs to be at. In terms of he should win in his first transformation, his first resurrection, and then upped it in that same fight of going into his second resurrection and really showing Ichigo the massive difference between where they both stand at. Ichigo, as well as his girlfriend, being there, got packed up. That nigga got put on a t-shirt that day. Hey, it is what it is, gang. Not only that, his girlfriend had a moment because she couldn't necessarily revive him. His inner demon or his hollow was then the one taking control of his body, which resorted into his full holification, versus him training with his teacher at the time to learn and achieve a new form to compete with a captain that he thought, with this new power up, he'll be able to defeat and save his friend from execution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
As much as
the
I
vasto.
hate Ichigo, one of my favorite moments in Shonen is when he's fighting Grimjow and
Ooh,
he
the
tried to
whole
he get in there to throw the Getsuga and the fucking hollow mask pop over his face and his voice change. I love that shit.
That shit does low key hit. But to answer about the Vastalord thing, the yeah, yeah, the death's door transformation, especially because it was already alluding to that because of the training beforehand. I forgot what they call it. The Vicards? Is that what they call it?
the Bizarres.
Visor.
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 Yeah,
Visor.
that one.
I said Where's Vicard?
Vicard.
Oh,
You were close.
yeah. I was like alluding to the fact that it was that was alluded to, and that moment. I feel like that hit for me because of course I love the Death's Door. Even though that's a mix of training being cold, and on top of the Death's Door, it's a mix. I'm always pick any type of emotional / Death's Door scene higher than just training and popping it out. Always,
feel like-
always.
I feel like
It would have hit
even-
harder for
even
me
though
without War Human.
Yeah, I feel like him training didn't really have anything to do with the Vasto Lorde form. It was more like that's what helped allude to it, because he went into his inner self, his inner world or whatever, and that's when White told him, like, listen, you can't handle that shit. You give me the chance, I'm taking over. I'm going to take over.
That was the alluding portion of it because
Yeah, but I don't think the training really helped with him unlocking that form. You know what I'm saying?
it wasn't necessarily that it was supposed to help him unlock that form because we never see that shit ever again. Well, we do, but we don't. It was mainly to state how if Ichigo slips at any given moment, or if Ichigo can't get his shit under control at any given time, that Hollow has no problem taking over his body. As when he was training to at least learn how to do the mask without it popping up out of rage, we see that he has that type of Vasalode form. Is not the one that obviously we see when he fought Sukiura, but it's something of he's having a full hollowification moment, which they all kind of went through at some given odd point and whatnot. It just so happened that when that nigga died, that's exactly what happened. He didn't have control over the situation, and then his hollow fully took over.
It was also very convenient that Ulquiorra created a hollow hole for the nigga.
A whole
Which
hole
is
to
crazy
that
because
nigga
I
chest.
feel like that hole should have never been repaired. That hole should have never been repaired.
That nigga got a whole
That's
arrow
easy,
through
bro.
that nigga chest and was just down and out.
Motherfuckers be calling Naruto Kid Jesus. Y'all ain't never watched Bleach, huh?
Nah, not at all. I mean, that man Ichigo is quite literally every race you could think of. Fullbringer, Human, Hollow, Soul Reaper, Quincy, Visor. They really handed that man the entire, not just a part of the bag, the entire bag.
Yeah, I guess to double down what I was saying, I would go the Death's Door / Rage moment power ups are my favorite over everything else. I guess I tied them two in one because usually Death's Door goes into the raging. I'm tied them to the Rage moment. I about to think as much as I love the moment of the first tail Naruto, my favorite transformation always is gonna be Six Tails against Pain, seeing Hinata being put through. She was put through, and that moment is that that damn near I love you moment to or I'm care for you moment to the Six Tails. That will always be the hardest hitting transformation in Naruto to me personally, because you know what I'm saying. That's the Rage / Death's Door put into one, even though it's two different people. I feel like those are always going to be more so the favorite, and I think that's always going to be the best way to use transformations rather than the gene / gifted individual.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all talked about it, but one of my favorites is how basically Vegeta gets to his Super Saiyan because he needs baby, even though it's not GT is not necessarily the best for some people, but in GT you see baby helps Vegeta get that transformation of Super Saiyan because he never could do it on his own, and I like that. So I like that.
Well,
That's one of my kind of low key favorites. It don't happen a lot that being unknowingly unlocks the character's power up for them in a sense.
I assume you mean Super Saiyan 4. Let's say, assume you mean Super Saiyan 4. Or are you talking about Super Saiyan 4?
Yeah, it's the one in GT. I think
Super Saiyan 4.
It's Super Saiyan 4.
Super Saiyan 4.
Because the Super Saiyan, how he unlocked his Super Saiyan was also a rage moment of him trying to train. And he just couldn't unlock Super Saiyan, and he was getting pissed that Goku is the guy who's supposed to be below
his rival.
him.
Yeah, his rival.
Not even his rival.
I want it.
Vegeta still believes that Goku's supposed to be below him because Goku's a low class Saiyan, while Vegeta's
he's the prince.
So he has I wouldn't say he let go of his ego. He kind of more embraced his ego with the rage that unlocked his that unlocked Super Saiyan, which is also one of my favorite moments. I won't lie.
Looking at this conversation we having, it is open my eyes to. I don't think I like power ups. I don't like
shit.
none of the shit y'all named. I hate all of that shit.
Damn. All right. Well, maybe you'll like this one. I don't know. Another one of my
Super
favorites
Saiyan
come
2.
from Black Clover. It is a kind of like a rage slash. If I remember correctly, Death's Door moment for Asta. Was it? It was the witch. If I can remember correctly.
Yeah,
The witch
when
for it. When the
Vanessa's
entire
people.
group-
Mm-hmm.
when the entire group gets grabbed up and he gets put down, and they're like, "Well, you guys are screwed." And then that devil inside his grimoire is like, "Hold on now, hold on, we got something in the bag. Let me pull that out." And you see Asta stand up, and one of his eyes turn red. And I think if I can't remember the scene exactly, but I'm pretty sure they even like put a silhouette of the devil like behind him in that moment. I thought that shit was hard. That was probably one of my favorite transformation.
Easily.
I don't even like Black.
Yeah,
You don't like
you don't
Black
really. Yeah.
That moment is easily top two.
I entirely forgot you don't really fuck with
Motherfuckers,
Black Clover.
Some motherfuckers have made me see that I don't like power ups. I don't. Shit.
I was the power ups that I like kind of typically like are the basic like the training ones. Like for example, you don't necessarily see it a lot, but Zoro's training and how he powers up and levels up, I don't have no problem with it. Same thing with Sanji or Luffy. So you know, I ain't too crazy about how Surge is down, but
I feel like Sanji.
I like the
more of just like an
I
inner
like-
acceptance thing.
I like Gear 2. I like
that's what
Gear
it takes
4.
those times.
I like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I don't like power.
I kind of like more so. I like the training. Training is my favorite when it's like the training and the training like it has what power up we see has nothing to do. Even though it's rare, I feel like low key this is rare because I feel like really think, but I really can think about any examples of this. But I think it's the training to where we haven't seen anything alluding to said power up. Actually, no, I lied because I don't like that's damn near an ass pull. Nope, I lied. I don't, no, because it has nothing. If it has nothing to do with his genes or anything, then actually it's not as much of an ass pull as one can think. If it's
Sometimes it is.
no, that's why I was like, that's why it's not as much as you would think. That's why I was like, if it's training that leads to a power up that has nothing to do with the genes or his past or somebody in the former like a past family or something. If it's one of those type, I can definitely rock with it more. I can definitely rock with it to become one of
I guess. You know what I hate a lot too? When a motherfucker be like that they were holding back or they were limiting themselves and then they get the power up to show their full power and shit. I hate that shit.
Now my full strength.
What's the name of the show? It's fucking the show called Code Breakers. This motherfucker he wears a limiter ring the entirety of the show. He get to the last fight against the last dude and buddy cooking him, talking crazy and shit. He like, oh, you've never seen my full power. He takes the ring off and cooks the motherfucker. Like, all right, bro.
Plot armor. He's been wearing the
That's,
plot armor the whole time.
I was gonna talk about something like that. One of the power ups that I genuinely don't like. As a moment, I think it's a great moment, but in hindsight, the power up itself just doesn't work for me because of the same thing. It's like, oh, he wasn't really trying the entire time. Luffy's Gear 4. The first time Luffy used Gear 4, that man, the way they explained it, he learned that during the 2-year time skip. That means during the entire up to Dressrosa, up until that moment, he was not trying his hardest.
I don't think it's necessarily he wasn't trying his hardest. I think it's more so I'm not trying to use my trump card unless I need to use my trump card. And at that moment, that was that nigga's trump card.
And back then, Gear 4 was like Gear 5 is. He couldn't just spam that shit.
Pop it.
No, I'm not just saying
Oh,
spam
hey,
it, but
just
like
battled that way.
the way it made it seem was like yeah, I've had this in my bag this
And then
entire time. I just haven't had a reason to pull it out.
looking
Like,
back at it, what reason would he have had before Dressrosa?
He really didn't have a reason.
But I say he no dip,
Like
damn near no dip Caesar.
nobody
and Hody.
before Doflamingo post time skip was worthy of year 4.
we don't need no pasta.
At all, like I said, he low dipped,
Hody
he
King
low
Brown,
dipped and no dipped
Brown.
both of them easy. Both them two antagonists right there, both sides. Hody and goddamn Caesar was not worth it.
When it was gear 4 level people, he went gear 4.
Yeah.
He did still try to box Doflamingo for a long time first, and I think he boxed Doflamingo in that roof a long time before a
Before
good
he
moment
pulled it out.
before he put out
Yeah.
gear 4, and that wasn't a long. That wasn't that. I'm about to lose. I'm pull this out like that. That's that.
I ain't got shit else. Hey, fuck it. I'm
like
here.
Exactly.
He didn't beat everything else I got in my arsenal. I gotta.
Exactly.
I top
Yeah,
deck this
yeah.
one card. We're gonna see if we can get combos off real quick.
Because I feel like it's more realistic
Okay.
that you want to see how strong your first, I feel like you want to see how strong your normal self is against higher competition before you have to pull out your all in bag. It's like, is he really that far above me? No, can't be. And it's like, okay, damn, he's actually like that. Fuck,
Yeah, one of them-
I guess I got to then.
Urine
Back
moment.
then,
Yeah.
back then, gear 4 took a lot of stamina out the motherfucker too.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So
It made him.
I'm not going
afterwards,
just.
Yeah.
You gotta fill a motherfucker out before you just go into something that's on its own limit.
I guess since
Bam
we're
and
on the
ability.
I kind of feel like the guy who could yeah, he no diffed him, but I feel like that fight Punk Hazard wouldn't have even been an arc at that point. Yeah.
I guess since we're slightly on to, I'll cover 2 points, 2 quick points. Going back to what Freak said about the Naruto Six Tails moment. Not gonna lie, Pain was a dick. Now I think about it, cause he already beat dog shit out of Hinata, right? She wasn't doing shit else. She actively told the nigga that she loves, "Hey, I love you," and this nigga said, "Oh, we're back," and stabbed her right after. You're a dick.
That's
I'm not gonna lie, you're a dick, Nagato. You didn't have to do that. You could have went about your day, grabbed
That's his
Naruto, and
goal
kept the
in
pussy.
life is to make the world feel pain. That was.
Yeah, I mean that
He's
was
a
his,
villain.
That girl was going to. That girl.
I'm like,
That girl felt all the effects of what gravity felt like unknowingly. I don't think she was getting back up. She ran, tried to break her up, force, got back up,
you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it like
got
this,
back.
bro. You gotta look at it like this, bro.
he wanted
Peep
Naruto
game,
to
peep game.
understand his pain.
Peep game
I
first, peep
think
game first, you feel
Naruto.
me?
I think Naruto understood it fully. If
I've
if
known
you
you-
see,
I've
if
known you
I
for a long time, first, you feel me?
Like,
I've known you for a long time now, first from a lot of years, you feel me?
understandable,
I see you as a get money nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
I tried to.
You gonna
Yes,
get the bag, right?
some way somehow.
So say you at work, right? Get your shift in, boom, do that shit. Your manager come to you and say, "Hey, we need one more hour out of you. I'm putting $1 million on it. You get this M off one more hour. You gonna work that hour? The fresh, I know you gonna work that hour.
Indeed, for a
That was his
minute.
extra hour for the meal right there. That was his extra.
I'm just saying, because you gotta think about the lineup, right? She jumped in, tried to save Naruto, tried to break off, and was breaking off the rods. He wasn't having it. He lifts her up about a good 30 feet in the air, and she crashes down hard on rocks. Gang, I understand they're ninjas, and I understand their durability gotta be somewhere up there, but he did that repeatedly. It wasn't like once; it was like a good 5 times.
For surviving that fall.
I was about to say they have not been known to have good durability in Naruto. They are not known for durability.
They gotta be durable enough to survive something.
here's,
Top
here's,
10, top 10 most durable motherfuckers in that show just for surviving that
Her
fall.
bones should be shattered to the
thing.
degree.
Here's how I see it, right?
He's a villain.
Pain showed up, right? He killed Jiraiya, right? Who was Naruto's mentor, he like a father figure to him, right? At that point, and Naruto still showed up to the village after it was destroyed, talking about you could be better, which was not Pain's point of view at all at this point, and he was trying to make Naruto see his point of view. So how do you do that? You inflict more pain. If the pain I inflicted enough, if the pain I inflicted didn't show you that, I must have not inflicted enough pain. You gotta feel some more. And hearing "I love you" and then seeing her die, that's pain.
You know the funniest part about the whole situation. This was all inspired. This is all inspired by him being a child with father issues because he wanted Jiraiya to be his pops so bad and it wasn't his pops.
Hey, you can't help that.
When Naruto told him that Jiraiya said he's his favorite student, he gave everybody souls back. Oh, that's all I wanted. Take the souls. All he ever wanted in his life was a dad, and he didn't have that.
A dad and a little brother that he was
Now,
indirectly was named after.
let's talk about the real world. You feel me? Shit like this happens every day because y'all deadbeat motherfuckers be walking out your children like all they want is a father to love them.
Y'all make us look bad. I'm not gonna lie.
I would say this
Y'all motherfuckers is out here breeding a bunch of little Nagatos, and one day we gonna know pain because of that.
Yeah, if I see a nigga floating in the sky about to hit me with an almighty push, hey, GG. I can't outrun that. I ain't gonna lie.
Just know if a nigga about to hit me with an almighty push out of nowhere in the real world, like we're in the real world, and I see that, just know I've officially went to the dark side because I'm doing with him and I'm learning how to do that too. I'm going with him. I've officially become a rebel. I have definitely went anarchy. I've chosen anarchy and violence.
Hey, I'm right there with you, Freak. Because guess what? A bullet ain't stopping him. Clearly, he just almighty pushed me. I weigh a lot more than a bullet. I'm not
that
doing
shit. That shit happened to me. Motherfuckers gonna hate me in the pending line. Damn, bro, what happened to you? First motherfuckers in the sky talking about some almighty push. Said, damn, bro, what you did, bro? I took a picture of the nigga.
I was like, no pain. I didn't like that at all. You feel me?
Fresh. All I gotta say is he's a villain. What you thought he was gonna do for us?
I'm just saying, it's not the fact that of the action of him being a villain and doing it. It's the reason there was no add-on for him doing that. Like the woman was not getting back up.
It was the fact that Naruto didn't see his point of view. He was trying to show Naruto
that nigga already Naruto already looked like he was in despair prior to that moment. That nigga looked like he was defeated and he was over it. You stabbing the girl wasn't go just it might have added a cherry on top. That could have broke the camel's back. But guess what? That camel was already struggling to carry everything to begin with. The camel was pinned to the ground. The camel wasn't getting back up.
Just to throw another like transformation thing in there, just random. That time I got reincarnated as slime. I kind of like how that's a mix. Even though he's OP, so the process was way quicker and less grindful and impactful as it could have been. But I feel like the route they could have went with a less broken character. These broken character would be way better because then to become like he ended up after something happens in his village. He had so much rage in himself. He was like, blah blah. I'm gonna become the demon lord. And become the demon lord, you know what I'm saying? You have to kill 10,000 people and then such and such and such. I feel like that type of transformation, I feel like if he wasn't so broken that he did it damn near in seconds, I feel like that type of seeing that grueling thing of him accepting all that rage and everything and like covered in blood and stuff and killing everybody, I feel like, and then turn into the demon lord, I feel like that transformation could have been a very good way of doing the transformation, like in a rage way that isn't the normal quote unquote rage transformation.
Real quick, Fresh actually does have a point because in that moment that Naruto was pinned to the fucking ground, Pain gave that man a good long speech about the cycle of violence and hatred, and he asked Naruto if he had an answer, and Naruto sat there and actually told that man, I do not have an answer. I don't have a counter argument. That man was starting to see it. He was starting to understand. And that man in Pain said, hold on, let me make sure you truly understand.
Yes,
let me make sure you truly understand.
He's gonna cross the line. I didn't like that.
And now that Johnny just sat here and thought about it, I was saying a power up or power ups that could have had a better showing, and that would be one piece going into it was Law and Kid. Now, a lot of people are like, what? They had a good showing with Big Mom. Cool. But what I am saying is when we see their awakenings for the first time, when we see what they're able to do, and we see the ending climax of that said awakening, it's like, cool. We gotta hold these niggas to a higher echelon now because their awakenings, at least together, was able to put down a Yonko at some point. If they're by themselves, these awakenings have to be their trump card to be able to defeat, I say, first commander, maybe Yonko level type of individual. As we see, as following through, they both go against Yonko crews and they both get done in dirty. Now, the reasons why I say that is you have Kid's moment. He went against the redhead pirates and whatnot, and it was going to be a very. I think Kid's moment was most definitely going to be a very grueling and his name being cemented as that's a threatful nigga. That there's no shape, way, or forms about it. Cause even if you want to say Shanks' fleet is the weakest fleet, which is true, it's not necessarily who's on the crew, it's who they're affiliated with. And since they're affiliated with Shanks, who's known as this nigga, from most niggas, he's known as that nigga because he's a Yonko. If I annihilate a fleet, niggas can't really tell me shit. But I do think that since Kid used his trump card so early, that's kind of what put him in a bad showing of, oh shit, Shanks is as strong as is this top tier nigga to where an awakened devil fruit user just got put down like it was nothing. Unfortunate. Same thing with Law. We saw Law go against Blackbeard, and then we actually see what his crew was about. Granted, it was off screen. That's usually how the whole Blackbeard situation goes. But it followed that same pattern of the battle start. He instantly went into using his trump card. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
So I kind of want to add on to that because like the showing of their devil fruit so being awakened, I think the showing itself was cool, but the way that they showed it was kind of just I don't know, I kind of feel like that was kind of mid because it was really just Kid turned to Law and went, you awaken your shit, I awaken mine, and then Law turned to him and said, yeah, I awaken mine, let's use this. You see other awakenings and it's like there's an actual like moment behind it, you know what I'm saying?
True, and that's the general point. They never started off that fight with Big Mom as, "Hey, use your awakening, let's take her down." It was, "Let's use what we have now. If all this shit don't work, we gotta use the ace in the hole because that's our last bet." Versus when they did their own individual battles, they started off using the ace in the hole because they hadn't
So
they didn't build up to anything. And now I'm not saying that the awakenings themselves were just bad. It was just bad. Of course, bad matchups. You're going against top tiers, however you want to perceive it. But it's if Kid did damn punk, not damn punk, damn punk.
I
That's the
think
real
it's
gun.
damn punk.
Uh, damn rotten. That's the one I'm thinking of. If he did that, Megazorded up, woo, 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 and still had a showing with Shanks, and then it went to him using damn punk, and then he still lost the fight. At least then there's a conversation of, okay, Kid can hang with a Yonko to a degree. The Yonko still bested him, but he can hold it to a degree. If Law did a room instead of his awakening, the K room and stuff like that to whatnot, then it's the argument of, oh shit, Law can really hang with a Yonko crew by himself or even with the assistance of his own crewmates versus just he hit Blackbeard a good 2 times. Us knowing Blackbeard naturally just takes the hits because he's a very bulky, well, I won't say bulky, but tanky individual. to where he can,
He both
you know,
being sneaky.
he can eat a couple of hits before really feeling like, okay, I got to get out of this situation, and then did that, it would have been a better showing. Versus, I use this in Yu-Gi-Oh terms. I do my whole plays to have a good end board of 5,000 beat monster just to get hit with a lava golem at the start of my opponent's turn, and that's my whole entire board. I don't have a I used up my whole hand to try making sure you couldn't do shit, and you just fucked up my whole board, and you still got more plays on you.
Okay, so I'm with you there, freak. I think this like I think it was
That's free.
Freak. God damn, I'm sorry. That's my bad. Fresh, right? I'm there with you, right? I think the reason why they showed it off like that was because it took both of them using their awakened fruits to put down one Yonko. So at that point, you're going up against the Yonko without the other captain there popping his awakening. You,
I think I understand the kid situation, why he did what he did. I think that was more because of emotion than anything,
mm-hmm.
because of the history he had with Shanks. That's why he just pulled up like, I'm blowing all this shit up. I don't care.
Which is
I don't
crazy.
think there was. I don't think there was anything. I don't think he went about that in a tactical way. I think he was really just angry and felt like he had the power to do something to Shanks at that point.
I gotta
But to
got
tag
with a
on to
switch
what
on.
Fresh is, tag on what Fresh saying about how the stuff you use. I said earlier how I don't like just training to where the nigga get it from earlier than everybody else because he's broken or good genes, whatever. One Piece is one of those situations to where you can like they can show us being broken and stuff, and like I'm not broke. They can show us the training and stuff without people having genes and stuff because of stuff like Devil Fruit. So I feel like that moment instead of kid just asking them, asking you got your Devil Fruit wait right. I feel like if they would have did not like a true flashback, but if it would have been like that, I feel like they I don't know like how they slow it down, how they kind of slow it down in moments where it's like you kind of like it pulses a little bit and you see it and like you see like a glimpse of that pulsing awakening about to happen. Then they have a slight flashback of them like struggling training or something, and then they use it for the first time, and then they come like almost how Luffy did it a little bit, but except they did it with they had like their little slight 2-3 minute flashback, like not even 1 to 2 minute flashback moments of showing them like struggling or training whatever, like beating battered and bruised kind of, and they kind of have like that first little glimpse of the awakening, and then they kind of jumped into it. I feel like that would have hit harder. Yeah. Me personally, I feel like that would have gave us a little more context and substance, a little more than what happens. I feel like that could have made it hit just a little harder in that regard, and that's typically how I would like to see it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody without broken gene and stuff. Don't know about law yet, quote unquote. But it's all that. I feel like that could have been done a little bit better with, even though I don't really like flashback and battles. 1 to 2 minute flashback right there could have hit so hard for the moment. Just 1-2 minutes.
I guess. Oh, my fault.
When it comes to kids specifically, I feel like he popped that shit out. Not just It's the history he has with Shanks, but not more of Shanks. It's more Shanks' right hand man took his arm. Not Shanks. Shanks' right hand man, which means Shanks is way above that shit. So at that point, it's kind of like this is a do or die moment. Either I put this man down real quick because I already know that the guy below him is strong enough to hang with me. That it's like the guy who is in charge of the entire fleet here has to be way above that I have to do this now and try and take him down, or I'm screwed. And what happened? Either way, he got screwed.
I mean, but realistically, is that the case? Because how they made it seem, he was charging up the damn punk at the fleet. Yeah, he was charging up at the fleet, like not seeing red hair. Right, did he even see red hair before he was talking? I think he just saw the fleet about to blow through the fleet, and he said he called out red hair when he was about to blow up the fleet.
I think he actually knew the location of Shanks. He didn't know if Shanks was anywhere on a boat to be able to match that speed to, get to his ship. But he knew, hey, you're somewhere here. I know you're here.
Facts. You're somewhere
So
here. I'm
so
like the fleet.
so it's either you show up and we get this shit on, or I'm just gonna wipe your fleet out, and then that's just gonna look bad on your end because at the end of the day, like I said, it's not about who the fleet is. It's just the simple fact they're associated with Shanks. But as
Just
Mal was
about
looking up that point, my final saying this before because I know niggas. Oh, well, you want kid and to do all this gymnastics. What he was in the area that benefit him metal. I get that. What I am saying is we've actively have seen like 900 times kid use minimum level of metal to still take down a ship or at least a portion of a ship. We've seen kid use minimum amounts of metal to still cause damage. My whole being is of at least the kid portion of it is when we spoke about Luffy and what Luffy did and him then using Gear 4 as his trump card, it could have been the same situation. I'm not saying the fight had to be dragged out 900 episodes, but what I am saying is there could have been a showing of, okay, we understand Kid has an awakening. Let's see where his scaling is at, and if the awakening is that ceiling, or if he really didn't need it, and it was just that Big Mom's just that big of a threat. You need to be an awakened nigga and whatnot.
That's why
feel
I
like-
think that's why I say I think the kid situation was more emotional than anything.
I also feel like that moment wasn't really about Kid per se. It was more about showing off Shanks' skills. It was more about. You said what?
Said, oh yeah, of course. We've been said he was
Yeah.
just, that they were just used to show how good the Emperor is supposed to be. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
it was more of just like, yeah, look, Blackbeard's crew and Blackbeard are disgusting.
It was definitely
Shanks
to
is-
show. It was to show why Luffy was the one that got named the fourth emperor.
Yeah. It was to show why Luffy got named and to show off like Shanks is above whoever y'all just beat. And listen, that man's on a different level. Blackbeard, he's on a different level. It wasn't more about Law or Kid being there. I feel like you could have switched the situations and they still would have got it. Would have been either way, you know.
I feel like with Law's situation, again, last point, and then before I do, oh, Law's ability doesn't work against strong hockey users. I get that. I understand. I know. What I'm saying is, Law was still going against Burgess, Van Auger, and Doc Q with Pegasus. Granted, that's not the horse's name. I just can't remember the horse's name, and whatnot. The Law was still able to. The Law still has the capabilities and structure of his devil fruit to really handle at least the other four people. Granted, like I said, he let his crew do what he had to do.
100% on the Law point.
But instead, what happened? He had the whole, he went from woman to the man moment, ooh, and then instantly, Popo, hey, all or nothing, hit Blackbeard a good 2 times, clashes him, all screamed the niggas down. Realize, I have 100% that he's able to take down Burgess. I have 100% he's able to take down Van Auger, Doc Q, whoever. Blackbeard, debatable, because again, we don't know the full scope of what Blackbeard was able to. But yeah, if Blackbeard got the upper hand, it is what it is. Law just lost. But Law has a lot more in his bag that would be able to take down at least a good portion of Blackbeard's crew versus him just automatically using his awakening. Again, there could have been a builder. And again, I'm not saying Oda should have stretched this bitch out. It is what it is. But from showing of, bam, we seen you two go against someone who was damn near feared of a Yonko. Going using everything in y'all bag up to points. We seen you use Gamma Knife. We seen you use Punk Rotten. We seen you use Slam Gibson. We seen you use the Bull. We seen you transport this, that, and the third tack, counter shock, all this other stuff, to the point to where all uses were gone. Hey, fuck it, we got it. We gotta bring out the LV. We gotta bring out the Louis for real. Because this bag, the Coach bag ain't getting us nowhere. We got upgraded. Y'all instantly brought up the upgrade.
I feel like like going along with that. Like one more point with yours, not just going along with yours. I think kinda it was like like with Big Mom and stuff. Like all of that was like we knew we was getting into. Like we knew we was going through this part to get here.
Facts.
Kinda. So I feel like as opposed to like randomly like that shock factor of Blackbeard pulling up, and then that like challenge of whoever wins this takes to other people's stuff. I feel like those two kind of made us like, okay, we going off rip, all in right now, off rip.
I think it was also, I think also it was a way of Oda kind of showing overconfidence because of them using those abilities to beat Big Mom. You know, Kid for sure has an ego. We don't dig too deep into Law's ego, but Kid for sure has an ego that was definitely
Kid-
stroked when he shot Big Mom.
And it's crazy on top of it. It's crazy on top of it because they should have known. I ain't gonna lie, but they were both in situation. No, Kid wasn't. Kid should have known. Law just happened to get pulled up on. Ain't shit you can do. You gotta fight that unless you go in the water and run. He actually could have went underwater and ran. No, actually, he couldn't because Doc, you stopped it. Actually, I lied. Okay, I take that back. I'm about to say, yeah, Law had no choice, low key. But I feel like, nigga, y'all didn't even beat Big Mom technically. Y'all shot her into lava. So like, y'all really didn't defeat. Like, y'all really didn't beat her. Like, y'all defeated her, but y'all didn't really just beat her. So I was like, that's definitely the overconfidence.
Yeah, overconfidence because even though they didn't really beat her, it was situational. It was, you know, this is Big Mom, the iron body that can't be damaged, and we heard it. And I think Oda was showing a bit of overconfidence because they are young, you know. So
Yeah.
I think that was part of it. Oda showing a bit of overconfidence, and then also another part of it is Oda showing the difference in the playing field because like, yeah, y'all bounties got up there. You look good on paper. You look real good on paper, but you know, we do shit different over here, my boy.
But that field, though.
We do shit different over here in these streets.
What you look like in that field.
But just to add on to that last point again, I truly think they should have added that 2-3 minute flashback. They needed that.
Kid for sure, bro. The confidence from the situation, followed by the confidence of his crew egging him on the whole time they started sailing towards Shank.
Oh, you got this? You got it? You got it?
I say that nigga kid told them to die with him. Like he knew, like he said, we're gonna do this and we're gonna die. Like so he knew in the back of his mind he's kind of doing a crash dummy mission. He knew it.
Yeah,
Before he said y'all come doubt me.
When you lay out the crash dummy mission, and then everybody you laid out the mission to is like, we got this. That boosts your head something different.
Low kid, dude. You're right. Low kid.
You state the mission. Your whole team gonna see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, we gonna die here. We gonna complete the mission, but it's gonna cost us our lives. And motherfuckers go, nah, you got this. You gonna live after this. We gonna walk away from this just fine. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. Your entire crew telling you that. Yeah, that's
And it's crazy on top of it because the crew didn't even do much in the Wano arc. But you know, I digress. I don't know why they were so confident and was so ready to roll. They ain't do shit. But you know, I digress.
Like this, I got it up. Cleans it up. So.
But the way they was like, I mean, of course you're gonna follow your captain, but like, not. Of course, there wasn't that one level head that's like Cap, like I mean, of course, Captain, I got you, but you know, that's why just like in World War Z, they said World War Z. I'm always think about this. I'm always go with this nowadays. He said we have a 9 out of 10. We got a 10-man system, and the 9 men can agree, but that 10th man is supposed to go against the idea no matter what. Even if he believes that he has to go against the idea just to put that what could happen in their head, and that should have been on Kid's crew. It should have been.
I think that should have been. I feel like here's the thing. I feel like Killer is always meant to be that guy, just the same way.
All right.
I kind of want to say Zoro, but I feel like Nami's more of that person.
It's
who's
Nami.
just like,
It's Nami.
yeah, it's Nami. Just
Zoro
like
goes with it.
The
Zoro
problem,
goes
the
with it.
problem in the problem in the kid situation, which crew composition is so important in
Yeah.
One Piece because Kid has an entire crew of like-minded people.
Mm-hmm.
That does not work very well in
And
most
plus-
situations because of shit like that.
But
And plus, they were
it's
all
still-
leaders of factions before coming together. Like they started as leaders of factions, so that is automatic
The
gonna be there.
confidence was already instilled in them, and then they meet somebody like Kid who's confident to the point where they want to follow him.
which is
versus
crazy.
Luffy's crew, where like you got people like Nami and Nami's like, all right, I feel what you're
Fuck
saying,
that.
but
Fuck all that.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Fuck all that shit. We ain't fighting nobody.
Y'all gonna tell me what to do? I'm the
You
captain, nigga.
You know, you got Zoro there who like, yeah, we gonna pull up. I'm gonna die if I have to. I don't care. What?
Whoa,
Then you got
whoa.
Nami like, that's
We
cool,
not-
but what the
We
fuck
not-
are y'all talking about? Right?
Nigga, the Straw Hats have a 3-man system. They got Chopper, Nami, and Usopp there talking about. I don't know about that, Cap. I don't know about that, Cap.
Yeah.
I see
and then-
the intention. Luffy.
Like,
I
I'm
see
here
it,
for
man.
you. I'm not gonna
Funny as fuck.
die over it though.
And then I feel like Jinbei is kind of like that.
I'm working on it right now.
Like Jinbei sees both sides.
He's the
and
middleman.
When it matters, he's like, hold on, relax. Like I don't think we need to go that far.
Like if Luffy ain't get slid by Kaido that first time when he just pulled straight up on him because he saw him, he would have got slid back. He would have got slid when he got back to Nami.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I mean, look at what happened when he took the reins of the fucking ship and threw it off a cliff. She threw him in a cage and whooped his ass. Threw him in a cage, a bird cage, whooped his ass, and then Jinbei was like, "Hold on, Nami, I understand why you're mad."
And she started moving on. that.
So we're like, we're good. And she turned around and said, "I will kill you too." What are you talking about?
You
risked
need
my life.
opposition on your crew to be successful, bro.
Exactly. You need it. It is mandatory. Nami is standing perfectly.
And I feel like that's the issue with both Law and Kid's crew because Law's crew isn't the same way where it's like, oh yeah, we're confident, like he's confident in himself and like that. You know, they're all like-minded people, but they all care about Law so much that they will follow him.
And they're
to death.
also so confident in his power.
Yeah, his ability. It's not him,
What
it's his
the
ability.
can do.
And
Most of
that's
those
why,
fights, he's supposed to die. So I guess that's why.
and that's why, like World War Z, every crew needs that 10-man system where no matter what, one man has to reject the idea. And I'm gonna leave myself with that. That's why. That's specifically what y'all just said. Is specifically why that's the most necessary thing.
We all got to be ready, but one of us got to be smart too.
Yeah.
But you are right though. You are right though too, man. I just say you are right because that is technically supposed to be Killer most times.
Yeah, I feel like Killer
That is supposed to be Killer
that
most
guy. I feel like Killer's supposed to be that guy because even go back up to the rooftop. If I remember correctly, Killer was like, "This is crazy. Like what we're doing is crazy." He was like, "I'm here with you, but even us, this is crazy."
You have those people. You have that crew of like-minded people. I know Killer got an adrenaline boost to his confidence when he hit Kaido and it hurt.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
because
then
you gotta
the
remember,
rest of the
Zoro did it
crew-
too. He was like,
Then the
"Oh,
rest
Zoro
of the
did
crew from the outside looking in is like, bro, these motherfuckers came back to the ship. They're like, yo, y'all just fought 2 Yonkos. Y'all breathing. Nobody can
like that.
stop us.
that. You like that? Look at this. We just fought Kaido and Big Mom. And first off, it's like, we fought Kaido and Big Mom. Where were y'all? Y'all were on the ship the entire time, chilling, having a drink.
Like that had to be
Run into
that had
black
to be
people.
your mentality. Like yo, y'all just ran in there and fought 2 Yonkos and y'all breathing. Yo, like how Shanks.
Thanks.
I feel
Ran into
like
Blackbeard.
that's
I
the
feel- I
part
feel-
that,
yeah, I
that
feel like-
is crazy to me is that like once again like
Or
it
Arc
wasn't
Spider
Shanks who
sounds
took
worse.
his arm. It was Ben fucking Beckman. Mind you, Ben
Wiggy
Beckman uses
Beckman.
a gun.
Oda
uses
loves
a
to
gun.
remind us. Oda loves to remind us that these are children leading these crews. Oda, Oda loves to remind us these motherfuckers is
Our
young in a
teenagers.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
He sprinkles it in there with the slight showings of brilliance. There's always Luffy jumping off the cliff to go hit Kaido because he saw that nigga and got mad.
which which is crazy to me because I feel like Luffy had that moment back
That's all.
in Sabo. Was it Sabaody? I forgot what the were they in Sabaody when fucking Kizaru and Kuma pulled up? They were there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I'm done
when
with
they
it.
pulled up, I feel like that was Luffy's moment of like, all right, I need to start thinking more of a captain and protecting my crew than just, hey, I want like y'all fucking with these people, I'm gonna come swing on y'all. And I feel like that moment for Kid should have been when Ben Beckman took his fucking arm, but he took his arm. Kid walked away. Was like, damn, I need to recuperate. I need to get stronger, and that was it. He didn't gain that type of like IQ of like, all right, I need to start thinking more strategic.
Yeah. I think it's because the moment that did that for Luffy hit a lot harder because all Luffy cared about was his crew, and in his eyes, that nigga Kuma just killed everybody. Everybody was dead.
Well, he just
He
off
touched the
every.
motherfuckers and they was gone. Everybody dead. Zoro's dead. It's a
And that
different
nigga,
type of despair for Luffy to see that happen to his crew versus Kid losing an arm.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Well, hopefully, we don't know what happened to them. They could still be alive. If they is still alive, I hope they had that moment. I hope this was that moment where they're like, listen, I need to start thinking
I need
smarter
to get, I need to
and
get
stuff.
better for myself.
And even going back, Kid pulled up with three other captains on Kaido. Or well, Kaido technically kind of pulled up on them in a sense. Hold on, give me a second.
As Kaido was jumping off freaking Sky Field.
That was a different situation. Kid
Oh.
made the unfortunate decision to be hanging with bitch niggas.
That's all I hear. All right. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Fucking kid pulled up with two. It was three captains versus a Yonko, and he got like put in prison. C cuff slapped on him. Told go lift these blocks for some food. At what point do you start thinking smarter? At what point do you go, maybe I shouldn't just pull up and try to just start a fight?
Be
Hard-headed
like
man.
that sometimes. Also asking, does anybody got any final points for this topic? We going on for a good little
Oh,
minute.
No, I'm good.
All right, heard. Ooh, that has been episode good old 55 of the Hazy Flame Podcast, AW Podcast.
Indeed.
Okay.
We'll finish up the last topic, week after all that good stuff. Starting off with the good old closing remarks. Starting off with Mal the Dad.
You feel me? It was a great podcast, great conversation as always. Shout out everyone who's here. Shout out everyone who wasn't able to make it today. Blah, Zorro, Dark. You feel me? Yeah, I'll see y'all next week. Have a great week. Yeah.
Indeed. Drop closing remark.
You feel me? Wonderful episode. If you haven't watched it already, go watch Uncle from Another World. But yeah, fun episode. I barely got to get through it because my family started blasting music in my background. I started had to text it in the chat. But make sure you have a beautiful night, morning, afternoon, whatever you're having. I'm gonna see y'all. Peace.
Ooh, Hero. Closing remark.
uh, great pod. Hey, like Billy said, we got any nights, Wednesday or Thursday night come through. Hang with the gang, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! Might be 2K, maybe Pokemon Showdown to come through, but we have fun. And go check out Baby Honcho on YouTube and Spotify, all streaming services, you know what I'm saying? And remember, one more for that. And remember, the survey says always one more for the hazy guys. That's always.
Freak, close your remark.
You know what I'm saying? As always, another great podcast. Appreciate you listening or watching all the way through to this point,
Indeed.
all the way through again. Sending good vibes and positivity everybody's way to a new week. You know what I'm saying? End of an old week. And if you ain't tapped in already, hey, so Fresh Prince. Go ahead. Saying slick underscore freaky, and that's with 2 C's.
Chanel bag.
You know what I'm saying? That Chanel bag. Some niggas with Chanel earrings. That ain't me. I'm just saying. Some niggas with Chanel earrings. You know what I'm saying?
Chanel.
Ja-
The hesitation.
I forget as the time comes. Drop the stacks. You know what I'm saying? That's what I ain't allowed to go to Fresh Chat and see. That's what the XZ4 at the end.
Yeah.
That's the Fresh Chat and scroll up to make sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cheat sheet.
Hey, he been grinding, tap into his 25 days of streaming of Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yo.
and Celeste. Don't forget Celeste Cinematic as well. She doing the same thing. They both doing it. Celeste and Drop.
I'm about to spark up
I
stream
probably
after
would say that
this.
after, but I don't hood. You know what I'm saying? Mount of dad, getting more so into streaming again. Hey, tap in. You know what I'm saying? And if I ain't said it once, I done said it 55 times now. Boy, hey, nobody's favorite tooth, Belly Honcho. Hey, go bless your ears. No bless your ears. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that Usain, that roof. Hey, them dead. And that's been your favorite ice captain, aka Slick Freak, aka the Dark Dude.
Valley. Closing remark.
You feel me? Another great episode. Chilling with the guys, talking about some good anime topics. You feel me? Shout out to my brother Doctor. You feel me? He pulled up yesterday for the first Hazy Flame community night. We played some Master Duel. Got some good games in.
Indeed.
Feel me? Still on the grind, still working. Nobody's favorite 3 on the way. Back in that mode EP on the way. More projects to come. You feel me? I'm really hopping back in grind mode for 2026. I'm trying to flood the streaming sites. I'm trying to get busy. Shout out to everybody who came through, set through the episode. Big shout out to Rose for interacting with the icebreaker today in the chat. You feel me? Big shout out to Rose. That was lit. You know, keep pushing, keep grinding. You feel me? Keep pushing this Hazy Flame agenda and keep it popping. Feel me? Every Thursday, moving on. We got that community night. Feel me? You got any suggestions of what we should do for the community night? Drop them in the suggestions chat. We gonna cycle through those. We gonna have some fun. You feel me? Yeah, that's it. You feel me? A whole lot of hazy shit going on over here, as always. You feel me?
Indeed.
The haziest flame speaking, and we bipping all day, all year. Let's get it.
Back.
Yeah, and right before you wrap it up first, you know what I'm saying? Try and join that Discord. You know what I'm saying? Try and join that Discord. You got fresh during the day and evening. Tap in, join Discord through his stream, or if you one of them all night, late night fiends, you can always come through the mine at late at night to go to get that good old join to that Discord. Join us. You know what I'm saying? It's constantly growing. You might meet somebody that you might want to collab with, might want to talk to, might want to vibe with. I'm just saying.
We're currently at 169 people within the Discord. Or if we can, let's try to get 170. The next year, we gotta get 2 people next year.
Indeed. Oh, but that has been episode 55 of the Hazy Flame Podcast. Shout out to Rose. Shout out to Doctor. Shout out to Casper. Shout out to Celeste. Shout out to Queen. Shout out to Stormy, who's at work, and things like that for stopping by, tuning in, things like that. Shout out to the gang and all that good stuff. Again, community nights. Leave your suggestions if you are in the Discord. We'll try to play various games. Hopefully they're free 99, or if we got them. And things like that. Next week, I don't know what we're doing. We're gonna think about it. But hey, we're gonna cross that bridge. We're gonna cross that bridge. But hey, you know, all that good stuff. Make sure to join Discord. Stay tuned for everybody's streams and whatnot. Freak be streaming, Drop be streaming. I'll stream here and there. You know, more things to come in the near future. We'll the bam, this, that, and the third. But that's all. That's all really it. On the Twitch side, rating y'all out to knock. She's live playing, I think, Peak or RV there yet. It was one of the two. I think it's Peak though. But yeah, we'll be back next week, video game week, and all that good stuff. Y'all listen to this lo-fi music. Take it easy. Ooh, where is it? Right there. Indeed. So we are going to be probably discussing the Game Awards mostly.